ain't trying to dust it, you know what I mean, so frequently. You know, when it's just on the ground, it's just natural. It picks up more shit. You know what I mean? I
Yeah,
always
for
find
sure.
out, you know, my filters are extra dirty around, you know, every time my PC's on the floor. So I'm like, you know what? Yeah, let me put it on the table. You know what I mean? Let me
Yeah,
put my
that's
camera
definitely
on
the
the
next thing
table.
I need. I need me a new desk.
Get you a long one. Pause.
Yeah, no.
That
That was crazy. But
was
yeah, I'm
crazy.
gonna
That was
definitely
crazy.
get something that could
All
fit the
right.
PC on the desk and all that. You got your
Get you.
consoles up there too, or you don't game on the consoles on there?
I got my PlayStation. I got my PlayStation on my table, pretty much. Yeah, yeah. I put them on the table still. You know, I put them on the table when I need them. You know, for but
Right.
I got my PlayStation on my table. Adjust this camera. Just yours too. How you been though, man?
Good, man. Freaking last week felt like a blur. Like I went from like preparing for Thanksgiving and shit like that, and then like the next day after Thanksgiving, had to drive down to New York City to catch a flight to go to New Orleans.
Okay.
So we just got back from New Orleans on Tuesday. So we was
How
out
was
there
it?
from that shit was dope. Dope as
Was
hell.
it for leisure or family?
Leisure. It was
Nice.
my sister-in-law's 35th birthday. So
Oh, okay,
we
she
went
down
out. It
there?
was supposed to be no, we all live here,
Oh, okay,
but
okay. Y'all
we
just
all
made a move.
traveled there.
Y'all made a
So
move.
yeah, exactly. We got the B&B all together. It was a big ass Airbnb. That shit had like
Nice.
5 bedrooms. Each bedroom had its own bathroom and shit like
Oh
that. Like that
yeah,
shit was fire.
that's
Yeah.
dope.
So only thing like the weather wasn't as warm as I was hoping it would be, being that it's in
Really,
the
I swear
south
New
and
York.
all of that.
I swear I'd be mad hot over there though.
Yeah, I think it was a cold front that was coming through. Like, cause as I was coming back up north, like we had like a big snowstorm and everything. So I think that was sweeping through as
Ah,
we were there. It was a couple like nice days. Like even the first few nights we was out there on Bourbon Street, which is like the strip or whatever that everybody goes to. Like it was so packed on Bourbon Street that you wouldn't even be able to tell like it was like a chilly night. It was so packed, bro. So many people, dog. I was like, God
nice.
damn. And then they was also doing it was I think they called it the Bourbon, no, not the Bourbon Classic, the Bayou Classic. They was doing out there, which is like a big celebration and festival and all of that. Had a few performances. We were supposed to go see Two Chains and Glorilla at one of the clubs, but a couple of the people we was with didn't want to go. So I was like, oh yeah, whack.
Oh, okay, okay,
Yeah.
that's dope, man. That's dope.
Yeah, it was fire though. It was fire. Got to like go on the water and we got rented out these boats, took it on the water and they call it the twerk and tiki. So like you plug up your own phone to the speaker and play with twerk music and shit. There's a bunch of like 25 people on there
Oh
just
yeah.
dancing and all that. Went to the strip club, everything. That shit was dope.
Okay, okay. Yo, this guy's living his life. And I'm saving my little trip next year. You know, I mean, we have a boys trip coming up to Japan. Still, me, Strat, and one night. You know what
Mhm.
I mean? So, we have a little boys trip going to
What time
Japan.
of year
So,
are y'all planning to do that?
we go in September. We
September?
have it set September. I think we're going on September 11th to 20th.
Okay. So
Yeah,
y'all
yeah,
locked in
yeah.
the dates. Did y'all start
Yeah, they're
booking
like
anything yet?
we're buying our flight. Well, we're buying me and Strat are getting our flights next month. We're buying
Next
our
month.
flights. I think
Okay.
Strat's gonna fly to me, then we're gonna fly together to go over down there.
Okay.
So we're buying our tickets next month to go.
Y'all
Um,
about to be sounding like Black Bond on the timeline.
and trust me, we ain't gonna be dressing up as samurai warriors or none of that going on, bro.
Yeah,
Trust
you
me,
say
bro.
that shit now. You say that now. Yo.
We ain't gonna be dressing up as no samurai
My boy
warriors and
Kofi gonna be
katanas
dressed up
and you
as
know what I mean.
Atsu sipping sake.
I can't wait for the trip. I've been doing mad research on the trip, man. Looks like it's gonna be a good time still. You know what I mean? So I can't
That's
wait to go.
dope. I want to do that trip. I don't know if I'm
I
gonna be
always
able to
wanted,
though.
I always wanted to go.
Yeah.
You know, I always wanted
I
to go.
wanted
I
to.
think it's that time, man. I'm making it happen. We're making it happen for sure. So everyone's locked in this time. I got
Yeah.
a solid 2 mans that are for sure going. No one's flopping. So we buying our tickets
Right.
just now. We buying our tickets next month. We'll be going in September.
Nice. That
I
should
might
be
have to
fire.
vlog a lot of that shit and put that up on YouTube, bro. You
Yeah,
know what I
that
mean? I might
definitely
have to
seemed
do
like a
that.
vlogging type of trip. Cause it's gonna
I
be a
might do
lot of
that.
like sightseeing and stuff like that when y'all go
Yeah,
down there, of course, and
yeah.
then trying exotic foods and stuff like that. Like
I'm gonna
that's a
get on.
crazy
I'm
vlog.
gonna get in your bag. I'm gonna go turn up. I'm gonna go turn up when I'm over there, bro.
You going to the clubs and shit?
Yes, sir. I'm gonna go turn up over there.
Oh, you better hit up Black Bond. He know all the spots. He came back to
do?
the States looking at us like we filth.
He
You
do?
should have seen him on the timeline.
I don't know, man. I'm not trying to go to Nintendo museums, looking at katana swords. You know, that's not what I'm there for, bro. That's not what I'm there for, bro. We're gonna turn up. I'm there to
Well, if y'all
turn
there
up.
for like, yeah, it is a boys trip, so I know y'all gonna be acting out.
There to turn up. We're gonna have some fun.
That's
I wanna
funny.
go check out some. I do wanna bring by. I do a lot of shopping over there, though. I do wanna do a lot of shopping. Low key during the day,
Oh, I know you're gonna get
do a lot
tatted
of
up over
shopping.
there too.
Ah, yeah. I don't
Nah,
know, man. I don't want to be. I would get some Japanese shit tatted on me, but then again, you never know, yo. That shit always spooks me. That shit might say fried rice. I wanted to say loyalty, but it might say, you know what I mean, chicken butt or something like that. You know, that's why I'll be scared of them Japanese tattoos, yo, because you don't really know what they be saying like that for real, bro. Like it might say something crazy on your arm right there, bro.
I was literally watching a video yesterday that was translating people's like Chinese or Japanese tattoos,
Tattoos will say
and it
crazy
was
shit.
saying some bullshit. I was like, hey, like some of them was bullshit, but it was like, okay, it makes sense. But some of them was like, yo, it's no way you knew what the hell you was getting
Yeah,
on you.
exactly. I don't want to run into one of them type of situations. You know what I'm saying? That'd be crazy.
These days, at least you could like take a picture and get it translated in real time and stuff like that. That way, they something crazy. But I don't know. It's still a little iffy because like the characters, like one line going a certain way, it might turn the whole phrase into
I know
something
exactly.
different.
Their kanji shit is so complicated, bro. Since we planning a trip, I've been trying to see if I can learn a 1-2, bro. You know what I mean, bro? I barely can pronounce English words, bro. I'm struggling, bro. Yo, arigato gozaimasu. I've been trying to practice that shit. I've been fucking that
What
shit
the
up.
hell does that mean?
I think it means it's a formal way of saying thank you. I've been trying to learn the basics, you know what I mean, so I can get around and be polite, and I'm fucking up everything, yo. I'm fucking up all the things I'm trying to learn, bro. But I got like a good 8 months to lock it down, bro. I have to lock in 8 months. Yeah, I gotta learn the basic phrases, bro, and say it properly.
What you using, an app?
You know what? I have an app, and I've been watching this Asian lady who does the pronunciation of the good mornings and the good evenings and the thank you, and the basic phrase. I've been trying to follow along while I'm at work, bro. I'm fucking it all the way up, bro. Like craziness, bro. But I'm looking forward to the trip. It's gonna be good. I'm looking forward to eating, bro, too, bro. Like the food there look busting. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I'm about to have Wagyu for breakfast, dinner, lunch. That's all I'm eating over there, bro. So I'm looking forward to the trip still. We definitely gonna vlog in and have it up on YouTube, yo. Definitely.
Yeah. Wait, can you like? I don't like. Do they? Is that no? I might be thinking of China. I feel like it's one of them countries over there. Like you can't even like.
Yeah, some things are strict. Yeah, no, I'm definitely gonna I'm definitely gonna respect the rules there. Obviously, I don't want no international trouble. You know, before I end up like that WNBA player and I got locked up in the jail for like 3 months, yo. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So
Brittany Griner. I think she was in Russia though.
Yeah, Russia. Yeah. You know what I mean? Some people don't play. You know, them folks don't play. So
don't bring no weed over there. Like I
ain't gonna do
know
nothing
if
stupid,
they fuck
bro.
around with the edibles.
Yeah, I'm not doing nothing stupid. I'm gonna follow the rules, but I'm gonna try and get some videos out while I'm out there with the boys, man. It should be a good time. Good time. Real quick, chat, man. We back another week. You know what I mean? Another podcast. So we back. Let us know if our mic levels are good. I would really appreciate it. You know what I mean? And if you haven't hit the like button, let's hit that like button. Y'all been slacking with that lately. You know what I mean? So let's get that like.
Just like we've been slacking with episodes.
Yeah. I know, right? Well, let's get that like button up, man. Let's get that like button shit up, man. I know y'all could do better. But let us know if we sound all right. You know what I mean? Because that's a big complaint of a lot of y'all. Yo, they complained last podcast, bro. They was not fucking with
about
Tony
the vocals.
Nah, with Tony and Meds. They was not fucking with Tony and Meds. Yo, chat, can y'all explain, yo? Like, they were saying like, yo, these guys are so unprofessional. This podcast was so hard to listen to. Man keeps on talking over man's. Like they were getting their complaining back. I'm like, God damn, bro. I'm like, you know what I mean? I'm gonna do a podcast without these guys. Say just me and JMaine to give you guys a smooth one, bro. They were complaining like crazy.
I didn't even peep the comments, but like, I know like Mez was definitely talking a lot, but I was like kind of like,
I was enjoying myself.
I was giving them the space to talk because that's how I usually am with guests. Like I'll let the guests overtalk me just because they're not here often. So I'll be
exactly.
But they say he was talking a lot.
They said Tony kept on interrupting. I'm like, holy. I'm like, nah, let me give these boys a pod without no guests, just me and JMaine. You know what I mean, like the old days. So these guys can, you know what I mean, relax a little bit, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So.
Shout out to them boys though. But
yeah, shout out to them boys. Those are my people. But yeah, we're here. I want to shout out a couple people in here real quick. We got the late Saint, DX Taker. You know, we got the usual suspects in here. We got OG DrewTube. We got Arcade. We got Jazzy. We got Marshmallow. Yes, sir. We got Roxas.
Oh, boy.
Who else up in here? Killer Cam for show. These are my people, bro. We got John the Don. What's up? What's up in here, man? We got Lee Green. We got Salazar up in here, man. Who else? We got Benji in here. Is that it? Anyone else need a shout out before we officially get started and get to the shits? We got a super chat donation from Anubis. Shout out to Anubis. He says Tony is a smooth brain. LOL. He always got Tony smoke. You know what I mean? Shout out to Anubis. We got E-Rock in the chat. What's up, E-Rock? What's going on? But yeah, we back. Another pod. Like I said, JMaine, man. JMaine, man. Brother? I haven't forgot, bro. We haven't forgot. The chat hasn't forgot. 25 games beat this year, bro. 25 games beat this year, bro.
You on my ass? He let that shit
What's that number? What's that number looking like right now, though? Like, what is it looking like for real, bro?
Ooh.
You've been doing a lot of ass shaking, you know what I mean? This year, you haven't been doing no games. You've been shaking a lot of asses here.
Can I put cities visited on my games beat list?
You've been moving and shaking.
Can I put clubs turned up in on my games beat list? Can I put tweets tweeted on my? Listen, man. The people. Listen, I spoke. I opened my mouth. I made a claim. And I'm a man of my word, because listen, it's not happening. 25 games.
What was you thinking?
It's not. I had to be feeling great. I don't know what I was thinking. I must have been sipping Hennessy or something. I don't even drink dark liquor no more. I must have been sipping Hennessy or some shit. I'm talking wild. So this is what I'm gonna do, because I think, did I bet that I would beat 25 games? Or give 250 in gift cards, or did I say something else? I don't remember.
You said something like that, something along the lines. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Along the lines. So you know what I mean? During one of our live streams, we can do a little giveaway. You know what I mean?
I was gonna say during the Game Awards.
Yeah, during the Game Awards. I think that's a good idea.
We always do the end of the year Game Awards live stream.
Yes, sir.
I'm thinking, because the simple fact is everybody is not from the States, and it's not and maybe from other countries and don't have certain systems. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm going to give these things away, but there's going to be questions that go along with it. And these questions will all be Game Award history related. So, you know, it's not gonna be easy, but it's not gonna be hard, because these are things that I promised to give away. So y'all gonna be able to get the answers, but it's not gonna be like, I could throw it in the chat real quick. I'm gonna do some digging. I'm gonna come up with these 5 questions. I'm giving away 5 $50 gift cards. That was my word. So I'm gonna do it.
Crazy.
I'm gonna do it for the people. Santa JMaine is here. We're gonna do it during the game of the year.
I'm gonna add a little 50 to that. Let's make it 300, bro, for the game.
Yeah.
I'm gonna add my 50. I'll make it 300 for the true support.
We turn it up for Christmas. Let's go.
For Christmas, we'll make it 300 during the Game Awards. We'll give $300 worth of vouchers for y'all. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we got y'all for sure. So the people that win, I'm gonna take the names down, and we're gonna
let's not do 50. Let's do 20 a piece, so more people could get involved.
Oh,
you know what I mean? Let's do.
So if it's 20, that's what. That's more. Oh, hold on. I gotta do some. That's what.
You have to do some math, right?
Yeah, like I'm
let's do a
trying to
little
see what's
2020.
300
Get
divided
more.
by 20.
You know what I mean? Get more people involved. Get more
That's
winners again.
15 card.
Yeah,
15
let's do
vouchers.
15. I'm gonna
Come
send you my
on.
50. You know what I
All
mean?
right,
Then
man.
we'll get it done. We'll get it done. We'll bless some people in our chat for supporting us. You know what I mean?
No, he said Rich Maine in the chat shit. Thank the I got that the inflation check. You know what I'm saying? They sent that inflation check that helped your boy out a little bit.
Yes, sir.
Now that should
Yes,
be fun.
sir.
So so you want to do all 15 as questions, or you want to give some away?
You
Just
know what I
throw it in the
mean?
chat.
We'll do some questions here and there, but we could just we could just start picking some. You know what I mean? Just picking some people.
Yeah, picking
doing a
some
raffle
people that's
or whatever.
Yeah,
That's already in the
I
chat.
like
Is
that.
active. You know what I mean? If I have to type out some names and spin it on a little spin wheel on like one of those random spin wheels, then we could do that too.
Yeah, for
Yes,
sure,
sir.
for sure, for
Yes,
sure.
sir.
All right, so it's a bet. You know what I mean? I'm gonna have more games than I have now beat by the end of the year. The list is probably be around like 14, 15, but it's not
What
gonna
am
be
I at?
25. I'm never
Let
doing.
me see.
I'm never making no bet
I
like
don't
that
even
ever
think
again.
I don't think I even made 25. I might be at like 22 or something. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 1, 2, 2, 23, 24. 24. I'm one shy from 24.
Oh, you'll hit 25.
You know
Then
what?
you just
Yeah.
pick up a couple games.
Yeah, I picked up the last game. I picked up a Metroid Prime 4, which
Okay,
we're gonna be
yes.
talking about a little bit today. And I'm playing through
That
that.
came out today too, right?
Yeah, you plan on getting that?
Yeah. I plan on getting. It's so many other like. I still got to be Donkey Kong and shit. So it's like I don't know when I'm gonna
Yeah.
get to it, but I do want to support it and pick it up in the next few weeks or so.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
But outside of that, what you been playing? You been playing anything as of recently? You been finishing anything up?
I'm at the end of Ghost of Yote, so I should have that beat within the next few days or so.
What's your impressions on it
And
this far in? The honeymoon phase is
yeah,
over.
for
I'm pretty sure
sure.
you put quite a few hours into the game now, doing all the open world activities.
Yeah.
Are
Everything.
you so like as keen about it as like as when you first started the game, or has it like kind of like dropped down a little bit? You know what I mean? Like, what's your impressions of Ghost of Yotai right now? Now that like the hype phase is kind of over and you've been playing it.
Right. Here's what I'll say. I'll say, as far as the things that I like, I do like Atu as a character. Still as I'm playing through the game. Her story, I don't think hits as hard for me as Jin Sakai's story does.
I think I would
Only
agree.
because I think Jin Sakai's story was him battling against his inner self as well as his clan. And I think that's just I think that's a story that's not as told as much as the revenge story that Atu is going through. I do think there's certain elements of Asu's story that's unique for a revenge story, but it is something that you kind of been there, seen that. So now it's up to the character to try to make it a difference from what you've seen before. I do think the combat is better for me than it was in Jin's story. Versus the stances. Now you have all the different weapons, and I do utilize all of them. Like as far as whether it be just because of the play style that I want to interact with at the moment, or it be to take on certain enemies when they have certain weapons. To be honest, it's a lot of shit that I feel like I'm not even using because I think it's a lot. I think it's a lot of gadgets and weapons to utilize within any given any given confrontation. To the point where it'd be some stuff I'd be like, damn, I forgot I had that within that battle. What else could I say? The open world stuff is run of the mill. It's like, what I'm saying, a lot of it we was doing in the last game. Some of the side stories I do find really nice, especially the homage that they paid to the previous game.
Yeah,
I
I like
really
that
like
one.
that
I
mission a
like that
lot.
one. Yeah.
That was really well done. Some of the stories and characters are very interesting. I just think, to be honest, I think they should move on from open world and ghost games. I do
I
think
was
they
just
should.
about to say that when you were wrapping up. I was gonna let you get your shit off, and I was about to jump in and say, I think it's time for Sucker Punch to move on. That's what I was about to jump in and say, bro. I don't think I can play another game just like this again.
Right. I don't think the leap
understand?
was big enough for me to be like, damn, I can't wait to see what they do next with this
Ghost
type of
3.
formula.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Nah,
like
I think
I
it's
can't
kinda
wait
run
that
its
long
course.
for
It's
it
kinda
to
run
be
its
like
course.
more of this. You know what I'm saying? It's like, all right, And plus they're doing individual stories, so it's not even like we got to worry about it continuing a story. Atsu's story is probably going to be the end of her story, and if they do a third one, it'll be a different character. So I'd rather see them move on, maybe something a little bit more wide linear versus open world. Like it don't have to be linear, but I just don't think.
It's time for Infamous to come back, bro. To be honest, I think it's time for Infamous or something to come back. I think they need something new. I think they need either something new or go back to like Infamous or something, bro. Like I'm okay with not getting another Ghost game for a hot minute, bro. I ain't gonna lie. And not to say I didn't enjoy this game, because I did enjoy this game, right? I did enjoy this game.
Yeah, it's not a bad game at all.
By the end of it, like, will I think of this game as like, is it a game that's gonna stick with me for the years to come as something that I played that I enjoyed that much? No. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not on the upper echelon type of games that I would say I've experienced, I've played. You know what I'm saying? Like upper echelon games, like maybe something like The Last of Us, maybe something like Breath of the Wild. You know what I'm saying? Like those upper echelon, it doesn't quite reach there. I don't think it has that kind of like that staying power with me per se. Like I did enjoy my time with the game, but towards the end of it, man, you know, I was just like, yo, you know what? I think I could do without another Ghost game for a hot minute, especially if it's gonna be this kind of style. I don't even know where you go from here. I think where you go from here is actually just move on to something new. To be honest, like to keep it fresh. I don't know.
Especially with their games, they don't like push the budget so crazy. Like we hearing Last of Us was like, well, in the 200 millions, and then now we hearing Intergalactic is like, this one, at least if not less. So it's like with that budget in today's time, when you want to do
that's a cheap. I think that's a little cheap excuse too, because we've seen like developers with less of a budget get mad creative and do really interesting stuff with their gameplay.
What games?
And stuff like that.
So
look,
you know what
I'm saying? Like the gameplay portion of designing a fun game has nothing, really to do with budget as like per se. You know what I'm saying?
I think what you missing me is that I think with their budget, what I'm saying is that certain details within their open world, for me, it's like they don't go far enough. So like let me see if I can give an example. Like for instance, I don't know if you ever realized this, but like when you climb in Mount Yote, like they'll skip like a whole section of it.
And
then you'll end up like towards the top of it already.
Yeah.
They cut a lot of corners within the open world where it just cut to a black screen.
I'll cut them some slack, because Mount Yote is kind of like, if they're trying to make it kind of real, that shit would be kind of wild.
But that's what I mean by budget.
Like, but that's what I mean by climb, bro.
But that would be crazy if you were able, like, not 1-to-1 with the real mountain. But I don't want to see no black screen while I'm climbing one of the biggest mountains in the land. You know what I'm saying? Like something like that is immersion breaking for me. So it's like they do that a lot where they cut corners within their open world, and I get it because JMaine. I mean, like,
would it be a long
I understand. I understand it'd be a long ass climb. I understand,
climb, bro.
But that's what I mean. Like, if they had the manpower and the budget, then it could be something that's maybe not as long. But you ain't gotta cut to the black screen while I'm climbing and shit. Like, damn. Like, I want to see this shit play through and through. Like I'm really feeling like I'm in there. You know, it's not a bad game at all.
It's not a bad game.
I just
don't
want them
to come
to
out
not
as a
get
bad
as
game, but
open world as they do. For my taste.
And the funny thing is, when it comes to like, we're talking about the open world of Ghost of Yotai, but I feel that like I think we all can agree, like at least this one feels a little bit more fleshed out than the last entry in terms of at least making it a little bit more dynamic in terms of discovery, right? Like this one was better paced versus, you know, you do your enemy base camp type of thing, and it kind of explodes and it just shows everything around, and you have to go to the fox and you have to go to the altar, and you know, like at least the way that they did it this time around with, you know, the spy glass and, you know, buying the maps and putting it on the map. I did enjoy that aspect this time around versus, you know, Ghost of Tsushima. So like they did elevate certain aspects where I think they needed to elevate, but once again,
I just don't see where they go from here to improve it, to make it like, because like as we see with the ratings, like it's sitting in the 80s. I think that reflects how a lot of people feel about the game. Not a bad game, good to great for a lot of people. But how do you push it to that next level where it's in the most talked about games for the generation or the year and stuff like we see it? We'll talk about it later, but it did miss the cut for Ultimate Game of the Year at the Keeleys and shit like that. So like, how do you push something like that to the next level without doing things like maybe increasing the budget or changing directions in a kind of a massive way? So it would be a lot of thinking back at the
like
drawing
I'd be
board.
thinking like throwing money at this. Does it really solve its issue if you throw more money at this type of game? Like does that instantly solve, like, I don't know. It's something that has to go to its core mechanics, probably just needs a little bit more of an overhaul and change. You know, I think you could throw as much money,
at that point, it's a new game.
As much detail as you want it to be. This time you could splash. This time you could cut fucking trees down. I don't know if that fixes anything with the experience or with the narrative, the story. You know what I mean? Like if it had all those little minute little details, I don't know if I feel any different about the game, to be honest. You know what I mean? So I don't know.
And then also another nitpick of mine is like you in the open world and you start to see characters look the same. And then it's like this character is supposed to be of importance, but he looked just like the nigga that was selling me fucking bamboo sticks on third act. Like it's like, come on, like, you know, that tough stuff like that takes
that
me
shit
out
don't bother me
bit.
as much. That shit don't bother me.
I know, and I know I'm in the minority, but that kind of stuff is like, clearly you don't have the manpower.
But that's literally but JMaine, if you take it, that's literally most games, yo. Like even if a game like The Last of Us, you run into characters that all, and they find a cheap way to do it. They'll make everybody bald and give them scars on their face and say they're part of a cult. But like,
no, you know what I'm saying? A lot of those characters, like you might see one or two characters that look alike, but in this game, it's like every village you enter is like, oh, this nigga look like that nigga that was just around the corner. Like, hold up. At least they even did the like different names for characters and stuff like that.
Because in The Last of Us, how many times did you fight the NPC with the giant hammer that swings around? Like, they're all relatively similar.
Yeah,
you know what
true,
I'm saying? Like,
true.
Games be doing that. Like, games be doing that. That's, you know what I'm saying? Like, we do.
Yeah.
I don't know.
At least it's a different call out when I put the fucking shotty to that motherfucking neck. And they're like, Jason.
They do a good job. They do a really good job with attention to detail. But yeah,
for sure.
Those type of things don't bother me as much. Most games really do repeat the models in like these open world games, but they just have sometimes they're just creative in disguise, and they maybe just switching up the color, the uniform, but like low key all these mans are the same man. You know what I mean? Like they just disguise it well. Some games disguise it better than others. That's all it really is, though.
For sure. But a lot of that too be like, you know, just attention to detail, and that shit costs money. There's a lot of money into that. So, you know, overall, I'll finish it up. I think it'll ultimately probably like end up in the same ballpark as Ghost Tsushima when I weigh like what I like in this one versus that one. But you know, yeah, I do think it's time to move on. I'm not in the same ballpark as you. I don't want to see them go back. I just want to see them do something because they said it themselves.
I think Infamous.
They said it themselves. They a one game studio. You want them to do Infamous over a new IP?
Yeah, okay, that's what I'm saying. It's either Infamous or a new IP. That one I'm down with. I'm just saying they should not make Ghost 3 the next game that they do. That's all I'm asking for. Please do not make at least give it a break. Let us miss the IP a little bit and bring it back maybe in 10 years, bro. Like, you know what I mean? I think they should move on. Either make an Infamous. Don't make no Sly Cooper, please. That one, I be seeing people asking for Sly, please. No. We gotta tell the truth.
The thing about Infamous
Sly Cooper is bottom tier platform. I don't care what nobody says. Sly Cooper is like literally on the bottom tier of platformers, bro. Like, let's not do that.
I agree.
Let's not do that. Sucker
Especially
Punch
in the PS2 stables. That's bottom tier.
It's bottom tier, bro. That's bottom tier platforming game, bro. Let's not do that. So Infamous or new IP, that's what I'm hoping for, honestly.
Yeah. You don't think like Insomniac is like considered like the superhero studio? So they not gonna like want to even broach into that field because it's like, all right, we kind of already got that covered.
You know what I like about the Infamous franchise, that it always teetered, it gave you the choice between how you use your powers versus, like you're playing a narrative of like a Spider-Man narrative. You're gonna play a Wolverine where they just tell you who you are. I do like that freedom and choice that they give you with the paths, right? I think those are always interesting, make for interesting narratives, you know, when you get creative with that shit. So I wouldn't mind, man. I think we should see it back, man. Honestly, Second Son was my favorite game on the PS4 for a hot minute before, you know, other games started dropping. Like, I really did enjoy that. I wouldn't mind seeing them return to that franchise and create a game, man. Maybe make it dark. It doesn't have to, you know, make it dark, make it mature.
Nah,
It's not a team rated
Second
game.
Son got dark if you had that evil ending. That shit was nuts.
You know what? It's been so long that I even forgot how that evil ending went. Like, I remember you have to go for the platinum, but I forgot even how that one went, man. It's been so long since
you don't remember when, like, I don't think she was his grandmother, but she was like the elder of that tribe, and then like she kind of like shunned him and closed the door on him. Like, they wasn't fucking with him no more because he was evil. And he fucking turned around and did that like that power bomb shit. He nuked the house that she was living in. I was like, oh shit, they dead in there.
I do like that the choices that they give you in the Infamous games. I wouldn't mind seeing another one. Yeah. Cool, different powers.
If they could branch out on that,
yeah,
that might be interesting. Love to see that. Like, make those decisions really matter within the open world and all that other stuff. Like, I mean, it mattered in the sense that, you know, the way people behave towards you and stuff like that. I don't know. And then the way
like
he
they could take it further today.
The dialogue.
I feel like they could take it further today if they were to make Infamous today too, right?
For sure.
With all the examples and all these games that have come out where you can draw inspiration from, I feel like if you're making an Infamous today, you should be able to create something pretty fantastic. And I wouldn't mind seeing something like that. For a game that focused on fast-paced movement this time around too, like some you know, something nice, yo. I wouldn't mind that. I wouldn't mind that at all. So pretty much Ghost of Yotai, that's all you've been, you know, trying to finish up.
Oh nah, Battlefield 6, my boy.
Battlefield 6, you've been playing that joint. Still on that joint. You haven't dropped that joint.
Never gonna drop that joint. Like, they had just dropped a new map, California Resistance. I think to me it's the best map in the game. And it gives that, for at least the conquest mode, it gives that real Battlefield feeling. It's a bigger map, bigger size and map, and it's very like, it has a lot of rural like houses and stuff involved. You got some open area sections, but you get a lot of like infantry fights going on. The tanks and stuff can do damage in that map. I don't think it has jets, but I do think it has helicopters. And those can go crazy within that map. Like, I want them to make more maps like this in terms of size, because I think a lot of the maps they developed was just a little bit too small for the conquest feel, the real Battlefield feel. But nah, it's been getting a lot of patches and updates, a lot of stuff that people been trying to you know, get tweaked and stuff like that. And then I think next week we got the winterized version of one of I think the Empire map, where they're gonna like make it like all snowy and icy and stuff like that. So for the holidays and shit like that. So that should be cool. But yeah, definitely been sinking a lot of time into that game. That's just easy.
This is your go-to. Nice.
Yeah,
so
for sure.
Okay, you know what? Since we haven't done the podcast last week, I beat Cyberpunk. I don't think I talked about that. I beat Cyberpunk.
I seen that on the timeline.
Yeah. I beat Cyberpunk for the first time. You know, I mean, this is my first playthrough of the game. Funny enough, when this
did you start it over? Like,
yeah, I started a brand new game. And I played it. The reason why I dropped it years ago because, you know, I mean, shit, it was just too buggy for me at the time. And
for sure,
it just left a bad taste in my mouth because I literally upgraded my PC to play Cyberpunk. You know, I made sure I think I was a 3090 at the time, right? I made sure I had a 3090. I made sure everything was set. Game comes out, the game is it's a mess. You know what I mean? So, you know, 4 years later, the game today is in a much better state. They've revamped a whole lot of things about the game. And even back then, I was enjoying like the narrative, the story. I love how mature it is. I love the world building, the setting, and everything about that game. But it was just, like I said, it was just a little too buggy for me. So, you know, playing it now was today so much more enjoyable. I ran through the game. The main storyline is low key kind of short. Yeah, I was surprised how short the main storyline is. The main storyline is like 20 hours, bro. But I went on to go for everything, like 100%, and the game is honestly, the narrative is dope, man. I'm contemplating of doing even another playthrough so I can make some different choices here and there.
Okay.
And maybe pick a different background, maybe a street kid or corporal this time. I did a nomad last time, and it was dope, man. I really enjoyed it. I highly recommend checking out Cyberpunk if you haven't played it yet. The only thing I will say, despite all these patches and updates, I still think the combat side is a little bit kind of mid still. It's a little bit subpar compared to other shooters. Yeah, you can do a lot with the RPG mechanics and the weapons and the cybernetics that you can equip your player with, so you can do some cool stuff. But overall, just the feel of the game. Some games you just play, even Call of Duty. As much shit as we talk about Call of Duty, like just the controls, the feeling, they usually nail that down. Like it's responsive. Yep. It feels good to play. Cyberpunk on the other hand, like I know it's an RPG shooter, but it still could feel a little bit better. You know what I mean? So I did end up picking up Phantom Liberty, so I'm gonna run through that. People were telling me that I low-key should have played Phantom Liberty intertwined with the main storyline. I never even knew that was a thing.
What you mean by that?
Like
as Phantom you go
Liberty,
along?
Yeah, apparently I thought initially that Phantom Liberty takes place like after the main story, but apparently I don't think it does. People say it doesn't take place it doesn't take place during or after you complete the story. You know what I mean? How some expansions after you beat the game, then it's a continuation of the story. It's not those type of situation. So people are saying when it's actually better to play Phantom Liberty intertwined with the main story. You understand what I'm saying now? Intertwined.
But I don't like that. I like to play shit in the released order, because they're only saying that because they beat Phantom Liberty already and they know what it's about. So they could say you should play it this way, but they initially played it after, of course, the game
because it came out the original game. Yeah. So I like to play stuff like that to just get the feel of how it was after. But it might make sense to play it like they say, but I like to play it the other way, the release order. So I only had the original copy of Cyberpunk, so I had to actually buy that shit, after the fact. So I actually haven't started it yet, but I will be starting Phantom Liberty soon and running through that and seeing how that content is. People say low-key Phantom Liberty is better than the main storyline content. That's what people have been telling me.
Yeah,
in terms of the narrative and stuff. So I'm looking forward to playing through that. One thing that I did appreciate while I was playing through Cyberpunk is I fuck with mature games, low-key, stories that have some oomph to it. It's a real mature story, bro. You know what I mean? I do, and it made me think to myself, you know what I mean? Maybe I do. I'm a guy that loves guns, sex, and explosions in my games and real mature stuff. This shit is kind of dope, bro. I was just really enjoying myself.
We don't get a lot of those these days.
I was just really enjoying how they. You know what I mean? I don't know how else to describe it. It's just a mature game, bro. It's just a mature experience, yo. That's the best way I could describe it, bro. And I really enjoyed it, man. I'm looking forward to Cyberpunk 2 whenever it comes out, but hopefully it don't release nothing like how it released with Cyberpunk. Man.
I don't think they make that same mistake again,
bro. Just especially because at that point, delay the shit, bro. Delay the shit.
They literally came back from that debacle. And this was something I wrote down as a topic, but we might not even get to it. But 5 years after the infamous bad launch of Cyberpunk, it's now sold 35 million copies, hitting that milestone faster than even The Witcher 3, which was beloved.
You know what's crazy?
I know that game had issues at first, but still.
But take it in, JMaine.
Not like Cyberpunk. Yeah.
I remember this. I remember this clearly. Even this game with its shitty launch. I remember they came back and reported they sold 12 million copies. I'm pretty sure that number was around 12 million or something like that. At launch, and it was this was when the game was at its worst. It still did 12 million copies.
And people was refunding it. PlayStation took it off the store.
It was bad. It was bad. But honestly, that's just the marketing team on that game was A1, bro. If you really think back to how they showed off that game, whether it was vertical slice, they were just showing all the craziest parts of that game. It made that game look just so fucking epic, bro. Yeah. Every little promise, they were saying mad promises, even that wasn't even available in the game yet, and other shit. You know what I mean? They were just having mad promises.
Drop
they were just
saying everything.
Yeah, bro. Bro. It made me want that game
Yeah.
so bad. That was literally like my most anticipated game for a hot minute when it got revealed. And when I played it, I was so disappointed, bro. So disappointed.
Bro, that game, I bought it on my PC. I think I still had the 27. I think it was fairly new at the time, 2070. The game was buggy, of course. I think I was playing that shit at like 1080p, whatever. I spent so much time benchmarking that game to the point where they wouldn't even refund it no more, even with all the bugs. Like they was like, nah, we ain't refund. Like even when they was refunding everybody, they was like, nah, you spent way too much time. And that shit was all benchmarked. Like I might have spent like a good maybe 2-3 hours in the game, like
You'll get back on that. You play that now on your 5080, bro. Play that now, bro. You need to get to that, bro.
That was the first game I tried when I built my PC with Cyberpunk.
Yeah.
I was like, ooh.
Yo, see that shit with the path tracing
with the ray tracing, the path tracing, all of that. I was like,
crazy.
This is nice. This is nice.
Yep. You need to turn on that frame gen when you're doing it, but it's still, that's how I played it. I don't give a fuck, bro.
Yeah,
nice.
Yeah. Frame gen is all right when you at least got a good like base to go from, but still, you know.
Exactly. That's bad. I know. We gotta start accepting some of these technologies because they ain't going away. You know what I mean? At first, I was like, kind of, I ain't turning on no frame gen on my game. But at this point, I say, fuck it, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It did low key make the experience, better playing it with, maxed out at path tracing and shit like that on the ultra. This shit was beautiful, bro.
And it's a single player game, so I'm not really too pressed about latency as like I would be with a multiplayer game.
Exactly. So yeah, Cyberpunk. What else have I been playing? Is that it? Oh, I replayed A Way Out with Strat. Shout out to Strat. My boy's back.
Nice. Did you? I was about to say, did you win this time?
I lost, bro. I lost again, bro. Yo, I lost again.
The more things change, the more they stay the same.
Oh, I lost again at the end.
Was this his first time?
This was his first time playing through the game. Yeah, it was his first
Wow, you knew what was coming and still took the L, nigga.
Yo, allow me, bro. We're playing on the PS4 version, 30 FPS. It was bad, bro.
Oh, that's disgusting.
I have no excuses, bro. I lost, bro.
You did that for the platinum, didn't you?
Yes, I did. Yes, I did.
And
my boy never played the game, bro. He never played the game. So
Get
you know what I mean?
Fuck out of here. This motherfucker went back to the PS4.
Yo, did he?
That shit never got like updated for the PS5 or nothing like that.
It didn't.
Yeah, you sick still.
I'm sick still. Go ahead. But yeah, that's pretty much it, man. That's all I've been playing. Obviously I started in Metroid, where we could just move on and start talking about that next. But I think I've put maybe 2 or 3 hours into Metroid now, Metroid Prime 4.
Okay, so you're still early.
And I'm still pretty early into the game. And I just kind of want to start with the game's overall reception. I don't know about you. I was quite surprised when I seen it scored at low. And look, I want to go out here and say, I'm not saying 81 is low. That's not what I'm trying to say. But if you're comparing it to, Prime 1, Prime 2, Prime 3, it is a fall off. You know what I'm saying? That's not to say 81 is bad. So I don't want anyone to misconstrue what I'm actually saying. 81 is still a great score. And I literally have purchased games with worse ratings than that. Worse rated anime games with worse ratings than that. You know what I mean? And enjoyed it too. You know what I mean? But I think it's still worth the conversation to that there is a noticeable decrease in critical reception that has gone in this time around. And I wonder, well, from my experience at playing it so far, it's definitely a Metroid Prime game, and I've been enjoying it so far, except for one aspect of the game. See, me, I haven't read no previews or watched no reviews of the game, so I don't know how bad this gets or not. The only thing that's really bothering me so far since I've been playing this game is one NPC character that's in the motherfucking game. I don't know if this is a complaint that people have been doing, but I would imagine it is. Is this one NPC character that you meet early on in the game? Bruh, his commentary, it just kind of throws you off. That's the only thing that's been kind of, kind of being a little ick for me. You know what I mean?
What is it like? Is he talking too much, or is it what he's
talking
saying
too much? Like... And what he's saying is like when I think of Metroid, it puts you in this unknown world. You're on this unknown planet, mystery. You have to get power-ups. You got to backtrack. You got to do all this shit. But we got this side NPC kind of just narrating a little bit too much in your ear. It's a little bit annoying. So far, my little experience with him, at least in the earlier sections. I just got to the part where I'm in the sandy area in the game where he's not with you. But for a little bit in the beginning of the game, area? I think that's the open world area. I haven't exactly got my bike yet. I think I'll be getting my bike really soon. But
gotcha.
When you meet the character, I'm just saying, like, yo, all I was thinking to myself is like, yo, I hope this is just a small section that he's in the game. Because if he's in the game like this throughout the game, then I could see that being a little bit of a problem. Because he just yaps too much. In my personal opinion, he yaps too much. He yaps too much, yo, in my personal opinion. And what he's saying is nothing prolific. It's not so. It's just some stupid shit. You know what I mean? I'm not really a fan of the like just the voice acting of it. Like that's why it's funny enough that people shit on Nintendo games for like having no voice acting, the silent protagonist. But when a man start yapping like this, I'm like, you know what? I'd rather just be quiet in the music, bro. Like I ain't gonna lie, bro. I'd rather just be quiet in the music.
So that's what I was like. I was looking at this a little bit with a different perspective because I remember when the previews came out. I think it might have been like the final previews. I think it was like a week or so ago before the game came out. And people were talking about, even in the previews, like,
they were talking about that?
NPC. Yeah, they were saying, like, this one NPC.
Nah, they weren't lying. They weren't lying because he's
they was like, is this dude going to be with you the whole game? Because if it is, that's my major problem with the game.
Yeah,
I was like, damn, is it really that bad? Because I remember, like, people were complaining, like, about a character like Aloy. I remember when that gameplay trailer came out for Horizon Zero Dawn, the first game. And they were like, "Oh my gosh, she talks to herself too much." And I'm just like, damn.
I felt that with Deacon in Days Gone too. That was annoying me.
Yeah, like he was another one.
He was just whispering to himself the whole fucking game. I'm like, shut up, bro. Like that shit was actually type annoying me, bro. That shit was type annoying me too.
I'm a little bit different in that, like, I like kind of stuff like that because it puts me in the perspective of the world within those characters. Because I don't look at these characters like they're myself. I look at it as I'm playing you and this character in that world. So let me know how you feeling in that world. So I like it when we get a little bit of chatter, a little bit of talking to themselves. But now it's like a little bit different because these protagonists are silent, like Samus and Master Chief, where he had like a little.
Well, he has a one-liners. When he talks is important. That's the thing I like about Chief. Yeah, like he doesn't yap until Halo 4, then he starts yapping. But in the early Halo games, in the Halo 1, 2, and 3, he don't talk. But when it's time for him to say something, it's some cool shit. He just I won't miss. Some shit like this, like he's throwing a bomb. I won't miss. That's all he will say. You know what I mean? Right. Like, you know, like it's just cool. Like he just has one-liners that are cool as shit. You know what I mean? So, listen, I'm seeing Rufflemutt. I see Rufflemutt saying that don't worry, it's a small section, and that's good. See, this is just a very early impression. That's what I'm saying. If he's in this game yapping throughout the game, that's an issue for me. That would be an issue for me because just I don't like just how he's talking in my ear. And the dynamic, especially early on in that section where you're actually with him and he's following along with you, bro, it's just a weird dynamic because Samus is obviously mute. And he's doing all this yapping. So it's just a weird dynamic to me personally. I don't know. So, hey, if he's not in the game or if he's not in the whole game, he's not always going to be by your side every so often, and I'm cool with that. I don't mind him yapping every so often. I just don't want this to be a tag-along adventure where every so often I'm joined up with this Mackenzie guy and he's walking and chatting my ear down, bro. I really hope that's not the case. I really hope that's not the case later on in the game.
I'm trying to look at, like, some of the people that kind of dinged it for review scores.
I haven't looked at any review. This was always a day one for me. So the only thing I saw was the Metacritic. I never read nobody's review about this game because I was always gonna buy this game, bro. I played all the Metroid Prime games. You know, I played a lot of the 2D Metroid games too. And I'm just a fan of that genre, so I was always gonna buy this game no matter what. So
some reviews knocked it for to chatty NPCs. One was like for pacing issues in the first and third quarter.
I heard that I did hear that it has some really, really highs that are higher than any Prime game, but it also has some really lows that are
I heard that too.
I heard that
too. Yep. Yeah. I think I was watching the Digital Foundry tech like breakdown and somebody had mentioned that in there. But yeah, no, I still plan to pick it up. You playing it now, so
I'm enjoying it. It's exactly what I needed, bro. Like I know people. I saw people were saying that it's about to have some old, outdated gameplay, But the funny thing is, like, no game plays like this. So it's dope to play a game like this. Like, yes, the gameplay style, JMaine, is old school. Like, if you play like the OG Metroids, like obviously the lock on, but what makes it so dope is
can you turn that off? No,
nah. But it's literally part of the core experience of the game. And once again, once you've played a shooter one way so many times, it's actually refreshing to play something like this. You understand what I'm saying? All shooters typically play this one way. The ADS down the sight, you know what I mean? The sprint, boom, boom, boom. That's all shooters now, right? So to actually have something that plays so fucking different, even though it's old school style, it's just refreshing. You know what I mean? Just to switch it up. So I'm glad that they didn't try to modernize the gameplay in the sense where we got Samus sprinting, she can ADS now, and I'm really glad they didn't do that. I'd rather have it the traditional style of the gameplay. So the gameplay is pretty traditional. It plays like a Metroid Prime game, and I'm fucking with it. I'm fucking with it so far. I am fucking with it. I haven't docked it yet. I typically play my Switch in portable mode majority of the time. I think it looks great and it runs great, at least in the portable mode. I did see a conversation on the internet, for some reason, ever since the Nintendo Switch 2 came out, there's a group of Nintendo fanboys that want to push the power narrative on the Switch so fucking bad. I don't know why. See, I do know why, because this is what fanboys do. I've always said this. When you don't have something, you shit on it. Once you get something, you gas it up. Right now, Nintendo fans typically shit on achievements and all of that whole system, right? You've seen that around. Typically, we don't give a fuck about achievements. Fuck that shit, right? Yeah. If Nintendo were to announce achievements tomorrow, JMaine, guess what they would do? What would they do? They'll gas it. They'll be, oh my god, we got achievements, is dope. That's what fanboys do, right? What they don't have, they shit on. What they have, you know what I mean? What they don't have, they shit on. That's what they do. All right? When they get it, they gas it. Right? So now for some reason the Switch got a little beefier. You know what I mean? So now Nintendo fans, I'm seeing on the timeline talking about all this power, that, power this. It's such a kid. Bro, like, let's relax. Let's relax. You know what I mean? Metro Prime 4 is a good looking game, and it's actually one of the better looking Nintendo titles I've personally played, right? With that being said, it doesn't hold a candle to anything that we've seen on PS5. It doesn't hold a candle
20 years.
Yeah, we haven't seen any for a hot minute, bro. It doesn't hold a candle. Artistically, stylistically, it's a good looking game. It looks great portably, and it runs good. You know what I mean? But I want
120
Nintendo fans,
FPS mode. I like that a lot.
I want Nintendo fans to go back, just, you know what I mean, and sticking with what Nintendo's great at, and that's not with cutting edge visuals. Let PlayStation and Xbox run that race. You know what I mean? So I don't know why Nintendo fanboys, certain group of them, not all of them, are trying to hop in.
It's a tweet going viral right now
race,
where he was trying to dispute that the game looked like a PS3 game, and they in the comments cooking that boy with examples like, no, don't do this. The shit don't look nothing cutting edge. You just be happy with what you got.
It's a good looking, stylistically,
a high frame rate.
Yeah, exactly. Stylistically, I'm not saying, I think it looks great, especially, but we have to confine it to Switch standards, like from what we've seen on the Switch before. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's actually one of the better looking games that we've seen on the Switch, right? But compared to like things on, once again, current gen consoles, it obviously doesn't hold a candle to what we've seen, bro. It doesn't hold a candle. But Metro Prime 4, I'm enjoying it. So far, I'm fucking with it. I see Samus got all these telekinesis powers now that you're getting. These psychic powers you're getting. It's dope so far, man. So I'm enjoying it so far. I did like two boss fights so far. I'm looking forward to the others, man. And it made me think to myself, man, which ones do I enjoy more, 2D Metroid games or 3D joints, yo? I don't know, because I played Dread. The year that Dread came out, that might have been my first or second favorite game that came out that year. I think we could go back to that Game Awards.
Dread 2018?
Bro, Dread, because prior to Metro Prime 4 dropping, I was goofing around, replaying Dread on the Switch 2. Yeah, I already beat it, but I was replaying it and fucking around. I'm like, I forgot how amazing this fucking game is. Metroid Dread, sensational, bro. If you haven't played it, play it. Sensational fucking Metroid game.
Well, Samus Returns good too?
You know what? when you get past the carpal tunnel, like it fucks up your hand playing that on the DS. Once you get past that game's a bang. That game's a banger too, bro. Don't sleep. Samus Returns is a banger too, but you just get cramps playing that game. I remember getting fucking cramps playing that shit, bro. Holy.
Yeah. I do think the
2D ones are the 2Ds are bangers. I ain't gonna lie, bro. The 2Ds are banger, bro. Dread was too good, bro. Too good, bro. But yeah, man, Prime 4, man. What else left to say about it, man? It got an 81 on Metacritic. It's probably gonna sell well. Everything on Switch sells well. You know what I mean? So I wouldn't be shocked if this breaks some sort of Metroid record. You know what I mean? Because usually that IP in general is not like the highest performing for Nintendo. But I wouldn't be surprised if if Prime 4 does better than all the previous games before. I wouldn't be shocked whatsoever.
Right. Especially with it being released around the holidays too. Like it'll definitely get a boost from that. Yeah. But today being the official release date, so we'll see it in terms of like numbers and stuff like that, and like maybe more so next week or the week after.
Yeah. Is there anything left to say about it? Anything that's nothing, huh? That's pretty much it, right? Wrap it up. All right, man. Let's move on then. Is PC gaming cooked, JMaine? I think that's the next question that we need to ask. Is PC gaming cooked? But before you answer that, what I mean? Let me read this super chat donation from Get Money 6. I can't see your full name, but it says
6 Mile.
6 Mile. Okay, there we go. It says JMaine. The Pistons. Okay, brother, you need to speak some English, bro. Is he saying need? Is he trying to say need?
He's saying need.
Okay, JMaine. The Pistons need Porter Jr. Give you. What's he saying? What is he trying to say there, bro? Or
I don't know who the fuck our Freest is. I don't know who that is. So this is a basketball super chat right here.
Yeah, it's a basketball super chat. So what's he breaking down for us?
Porter Jr. is on the Nets. This is a bad team, but Michael Porter Jr. is on the team and he getting buckets. So what he's basically saying is, as the Pistons, who are a playoff team, they need Michael Porter Jr. because he's balling out. He would add to the team. He's saying we need to trade him to the Pistons and they can give us another player or something like that, or a draft pick or whatever. So I understand what he's saying.
You meant to say a first.
Oh, a first round draft pick. Got it. Okay. That makes perfect sense. Shit, if they giving us a first, give us a first and a project player. I'll do that. I'll do that trade.
Yes, sir.
Because he doing too well. I need my Nets to lose. So we can get a good draft pick. So he doing too well.
Yeah. Shout out to Get Money 6 Mile. I appreciate the super chat donation. All right, so back to the question I asked. Is PC gaming cooked? Is it cooked? I think for the time being, I think it is, man. For the time being, until they
be honest, I don't think it's as bad as it's gonna get. As of right now, it's not as bad as it's gonna get, but it's bad. It's bad right now.
You think it's gonna get worse? That's what you're trying to say?
Yes, it's gonna get worse.
All right, so break it down for the people who don't know what the fuck we talking about.
Okay, so as of late, the price of RAM memory in the PC
that's like 3x.
It's at least 3x. We approaching 4x right now. It's been going through the roof. Now, a lot of the blame, I guess, if you will, for this has been AI, and AI is everywhere now. AI is here to stay, and if you didn't believe that before, believe it now, because these companies are building data centers, and they need the memory, the RAM, for these data centers to provide for AI, create AI, and do whatever they need to do to provide AI to their company, which is in turn going to be used by the consumers and stuff like that. So now what's happening is these these RAM manufacturers some of them are outright not even selling to these companies that sell to consumers. They're not even selling to them no more. Some of them are just going straight to company to company, probably selling in wholesale, big bulk stacks of RAM. Some of them are still selling to consumers, but they're raising the price on how much it is to buy certain kits.
Holy shit. I just shit myself, bro. I look like I had in the computers real quick. Yo, bro, They're selling
Bro,
they're
it's
selling
bad.
32 gigs. This is like the cheap kind with no fucking RGB lights. None of that joint. They're selling this is DDR5, 32 gigs. This is 32 gigs for $439.99. This with no
Bro, let me tell
RGB
you
lights on
something
that
real
fly
quick.
shit. What?
32 gigs. I paid half of that price for 64.
Okay, 64.
Back in
Let me see
September.
where 64 gonna cost me. 64. Yo, what? This T-Force Delta 64 gigs is $1,000.
Yep.
What? Yo, do I
And this
have
was
yo
3
the
months
same
ago.
Wait, the RAM that I have in my PC right now is 1,100? These G Skills Tridents? Ain't no fucking way. I might have to sell my shit, bro. I might just sell my shit.
That's what I was thinking about,
bro.
but I'm like, damn, what I'm gonna use? I probably don't even need 64. I could probably get away with 32.
I might sell my shit, bro. What?
So, in addition, Micron, who is one of the big manufacturers of RAM, they I don't know if they shut down or crucial memory, which is the consumer brand, they shut down because the RAM, the shortage, the storage is the demand of it is crazy, and they can't even sell. Like I said, they're not even selling to consumers like that. So Crucial was one of the brands that people bought for RAM. It no longer even exists. And Micron is straight up telling people, we're not selling for consumers. We are selling to companies, the big brands, the motherfuckers that need a lot, and we're going to make this money. Listen, they don't feel no bad way about it. Like, this is how they make their money. So where they going to go?
How is this going to affect? Do you think this will be a problem when it comes to affecting, or is it going to be a long-term problem that's going to affect next generation console prices? Because, I'm sure, and GPUs use RAM too. No, so GPUs RAM is that not counted, right? It's not only these RAM sticks. Isn't it the GPUs? RAM's getting affected too.
I don't want to misspeak, so because I don't know.
I'm not 100% sure. I'm not 100% sure either. So
that side of it, but I would imagine that it has some play in it because I'm even hearing that AMD is telling people like GPU prices.
Because I seen them say 10%. I was watching a video trying to get a little bit well versed on the topic, but I was watching a video from J2 Cents, and he was talking about AMD possibly raising the prices of all their products about like 10% or something like that. I think that's what you were just saying, right? So I think this may be a direct factor, you know what I mean, because of it, you know what I'm saying? So
one thing I will say is that maybe the way console manufacturers can not benefit but not get as hard impact as the consumers are is that they're buying in bulk. So they're what these companies are selling to versus when they're selling to consumers and shit like that. So they may not get hit as hard with the prices because, like I said, they're buying in bulk. When you buy in bulk, it's not as bad as if you're just buying single RAM kits and shit like that. But it probably will still impact them, no doubt about it.
Yeah.
And they're not, like I said, these companies ain't taking the hit, so it's gonna fall on us.
I'm telling you, everything that's happening in the world right now screams for a late console like wait. Like I don't know why everything that's happening right now, it really doesn't make sense to kind of rush out a next generation console anytime soon, bro. I say
first
let this shit ride inflation. Out, bro. Let this shit ride out until like society get a little better. And I feel like most people who own a PlayStation right now will probably say that like they don't feel like they 100% out of it yet. I think most people would say that. You know what I mean? Would you say you felt like you got your 100% out of it? You haven't got no GTA yet. You haven't got no new Santa Monica game yet. You haven't got no Naughty Dog game. Like, most people feel like, we haven't got like what we need out of the PS5 yet. Let this shit rock out, bro. If it was up to me, you won't even see PS6 until 2031, bro. That's just me. That's just me, though. I'm gonna let this shit rock out.
Yeah, it's interesting because that brings up the question, like, do they wait? And what if shit get worse? Then it's like, fuck. You know what I mean? We got to do something. We can't just like really sit on this PS5 for that long. But then again, like what you're saying, I don't think people would be too mad if they don't see a PS6 for another 4 years, 4 or 5
My
years. Like, I don't
brother,
think
my
people would be
brother.
like
Even when the PS6 drops, so we're
tripping.
gonna be getting PS5 games for a hot minute, anyways, bro. So what's
That
the rush?
too.
What is the
Cross
rush,
gen is
bro?
gonna still be a
What's the
thing
rush?
regardless.
So I got a
So what
question
is the
for you.
rush?
If they were to,
Yeah.
let's say this obviously wouldn't be the case, but if we were to have a 15-year generation, let's just
Oh
throw this.
no.
Just hear me out,
That's
JMaine.
too long.
15-year generation, but hard cutoff. How do you feel about that?
15-year generation with hard
Nah,
cutoff.
I know I'm gonna get you with that hard cutoff, like OG type of from NES to Super Nintendo type of cutoff. Like this shit don't even work. Would you accept
So
that?
wait,
Because you're a
we
cross gen
we
hater. You know
5
what I
years
mean?
in now. Yeah, I am a cross gen hater for sure. Fuck cross gen. We 5 years in now. 15 would be 35.
Okay, I'm boosting. Maybe let's say 12 years with a hard cutoff.
12 years with a hard cutoff. Okay,
No cross gen.
Now you're making my wheels turn a little bit. Now you're making my wheels turn a little bit because that would mean the generation, of course, is extended, but they got all the shit out that they needed to that might have been cross gen, and now they can focus on the PS6. I'm not mad at that. And listen, it's a couple factors on why I'm not mad at that. With the PS5 Pro, though it's been kind of lukewarm with its reception, there's been some great games in terms of performance and like details. There's been some bad ones. It is going to be getting a good upgrade that they're saying for next year. That's going to include some features from the FSR4 that Sony's been working with AMD. So if PSSR or FSR4 is going to continue to be upgraded for at least what the PS5 Pro can handle, then I'm not too mad. I'm already getting games at 60 FPS. Some of them are going above. I think like Ghost of Yote, which isn't the best looking game, but it looks okay. It looks good.
Yeah.
It's already like hitting 90 frames per second and stuff like that in the ray tracing pro mode. Unlock ray tracing pro mode. And then you have even like Last of Us 2 Remastered. That's a good looking game.
Bro,
but,
the machine is capable. This machine can last for a minute, bro. It really can last for a minute.
And we'll get more
developers just really gotta
optimization with UE5.
So yeah, gotta take advantage of this shit.
12 years, I wouldn't be too mad at that. I wouldn't be too mad
bro,
at that.
A 10-year generation is
pressed.
not long, bro. It's not long at all, to be honest. We could go for a 10-year and it'll be just fine, bro. I don't know why people are
What has been our longest generation? Is it
I think what PS3? PS3 era?
360 joint?
Yeah, I think it was like 8 years, right? 7, 8 years. It was 8 years, maybe.
Yeah, 360 was 8 because that was 2005, 2013.
You know, I remember how I felt. Like, it really did feel like it was time to move on. I really don't get that feeling with the PS5 and the Series X. Yeah. I don't know what else is getting that feeling.
That's because of the technologies that we have gotten.
Like, the shit is still fine. Yeah, the shit is still fine to me, bro. Like,
upscaling has been pretty decent. We getting games with 60 FPS modes where you unlock them, it could go higher. And if those continue to improve, then the need for another generation is not going to be as like needed as it was before. I do agree with that. I agree with that.
And it's so interesting. PlayStation always seemed to have a concern about getting people to jump to their next generation like quick enough, like, you know, like it seems like a thing that they're always striving for. Like, how do we get people to move over to our next generation console? You know what I mean? Like, we're trying to move the PS4 people to PS5 still, right? Some people still play on that. Honestly, I really do feel like playing the waiting game is the best bet to get people to make that transition quicker, bro. I feel like if these consoles come out a little too fast, especially with all these cross-gen shit happening, people are just going to hold on to the old shit and play it on that. But I really feel if you wait long enough, you starve the people long enough, I think the race to PS6 will be a lot quicker for people if you starve them long enough. That's my take.
That and the multiplayer shit shifted a lot of like people like moving on. Because if you look at the
popularity of these free-to-play multiplayer games, a lot of people just play.
Because if you look at these top charts, like it's weekly charts of player base, these motherfuckers is all on free-to-play console. They all on multiplayer games. Warzone, like Call of Duty is still on the previous generation. I don't know about Fortnite. But a lot of those top games, some of them have moved on finally, but it's been years since they have moved on. So people might be now finally seeing like, all right, maybe it's time for me to go. But Call of Duty being like the best seller every year, a lot of those people are not moving on. So if that's going to be the case moving forward, because Sony can't control that, Microsoft can't control what third parties do as far as cross generation. So if that's going to be the case, then they need to now shift focus to how do we keep these games on multiple platforms at the same time. It's literally the complete opposite now. How are we going to keep these games on multiple platforms at the same time for as long as possible? So yeah, I think if there's any generation that's going to extend, whether it be as much as
this one, man. This one's been through so much, bro. This one been through
I think it'll
COVID.
Be this year.
This one
COVID,
could go
inflation,
for 9-10.
AI bubble, like that's the fucking big three right there. Like,
what's going on with fucking tariffs? All of that shit going on.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's what I meant. Not inflation, tariffs, but inflation too. Like people can't afford consoles because of inflation on other things that are more important. So yeah, COVID, inflation, tariffs, AI bubble. That's a lot.
It just seems like a nasty time. It just seems like a nasty time to put out a new console, man. It just seems like a nasty time. I don't see how people are just gonna be. Obviously, it's gonna be the dedicated gamers that run to buy it, but it's probably gonna be another slow burn if another console drops next year or 2 years. You know what I mean? I think it's gonna be a slow burn, bro, for that console. Yeah. Especially how the prices are looking like these days. Because think about it, if the PS6 comes out and it's 800 out the gate, 900 out the gate, or something like that, right? Or if it's around that ballpark, then you think people,
if that's the base model,
the masses are not running to that. Like I mean, the masses are not running to that in today's climate.
I don't think they can go above 600 for the PS6.
How much is the Pro right now? 650? Is that a sale price?
That's a sale price.
What's the regular price?
Retail is $750 US.
$750 US.
They can't go above 600.
It's high, bro. But if the Pro is $750, then it only makes sense that the PS6 will probably be around the same price, no?
No, hell no. Because the Pro is they're not taking no losses on the Pro at all. Like not even initially out the gate. The PS6, which they want to sell to the masses, they understand that they can make money back on the software because they're going to be selling.
Okay, I get that.
A lot to the hardware, a lot at least initially. You know what I'm saying? So they can't have that same confidence with the Pro. It's like people buy the Pro that already have PlayStation, so they're just gonna be already existing consumers.
I feel like them opening that door at that price point kind of leads me to believe that they'll probably be comfortable charging, especially if they're about to introduce a console not that far away. What are they gonna do? Drop the price of the PS5 Pro? I guess so. That's a possibility, but you know what I mean. I just don't see, especially.
Yeah, they would have to.
No, I don't know, man. I think the PS6 is probably gonna be around the Pro price, bro. I ain't gonna lie, probably be around that.
That would be suicide, bro. That's suicide, man.
You think so?
They can't go. $700 for a console.
But if you've been taking it in, the price of the consoles has just been going up, bro. Look at Xbox. Look, even PlayStation have raised the price of their console. At least,
but even then, they at least had a cheaper model. You know what I'm saying? Like
the digital
PS5, the digital model was at least $399, and then they had the $499 joint. But I just don't think they could, especially in this climate.
Okay, so say from now, what do you think? What do you think the PS6 gonna cost if you were to make
$599? If I had to guess, $599.
And that's for the cheapest entry. The cheapest entry, you mean, of it, right? Like the cheapest version of it, or that's the most expensive version of it.
Shit, I'm thinking that's the most expensive version.
Nah, I think you're wrong. I think we probably see it at $6. I probably think we see it at $699 US, or I won't be shocked whatsoever. $699.
The cheapest version of 6.
Yeah, the cheapest version of the 6, probably $699 plus. That's what I think. I don't think we'll be fine. You know what I think? With all these high prices, I think it's kind of also training the masses to kind of, you know what I mean, get used to the
those don't target the masses. But no, the pros don't target the masses.
But how much is the 5, right? Well, okay, not the sale price. How much is the 5 typically?
It's $100 off, I think, right now. So let me see.
How much is the 5 typically?
Amazon PS5. I think it's 100. So it's $449 right now for the disc version.
Right now,
I think that might be $100 off. I'm not sure if that Black Friday
now, there's a Cyber Monday deal still going on for the PS5. At least in Canada, the console costs in Canada. It seems like it costs $640 or $650. $650. That's Canadian dollars though. That's no sale price. That's $650. And if you want the
Yep.
digital, it's
550 probably.
yeah, $599. No, $599.
Oh, okay. So $50. Yes. That makes sense. So yes. So for US, $449 is the sale price right now. $549 is
the regular.
is the retail price. Yep.
I
For
can
the
see it being
digital version.
$100, at least $100 more, bro. I think it could be. I wouldn't be shocked. I wouldn't be shocked whatsoever, bro.
$649.99.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
And I feel like
that's what I'm saying.
PlayStation's gonna get away with it too, because Xbox's next generation console is gonna be stupid. It's gonna be like way more expensive. Like I think whatever the PlayStation costs, I think the Xbox 5 might cost $100 to $150 more. That's my prediction. Yeah. Whatever PlayStation costs, whatever Xbox is doing is gonna cost like $100, $150 more than what PlayStation is doing. That's my prediction, bro. If they're talking about it being a premium console right now, using all the buzzwords for expensive this early, JMaine, this shit's gonna be expensive. This shit's gonna be expensive, bro. Especially if they're doing all this PC shit. This shit's gonna be expensive, bro. So
yeah. Shit. Speaking of people using the buzzwords, I know we talked about the Steam machine. We was kind of predicting some of the pricing that we would expect it to be.
That might be cooked. That shit might be cooked. I ain't gonna lie.
I was on the low end, and shout out to Meds because he was, you and Meds, I think were one of the people that were talking like that shit ain't gonna be.
Yeah, it'll be a little more than that. But
I was thinking like $499.
It might be more than what I expected though. The way they talking, it might be more than what I expected.
So Valve is basically announcing that the shit will be priced like a PC rather than a console.
Oh, so
and also basically like whatever it costs to build the PC up the same level, that's what it'll be priced at. So that alone, I don't know if they even factored in the RAM increase.
It might be $700 to $800 then. Around
that shit,
$700 to $800 type shit.
And they said they're not what's the word? What's the word where they take a loss on the system?
Yeah, they're not subsidizing. They're not subsidizing. Yeah, I read that too. That when I read that, I'm like, oh, it's gonna be expensive. It's gonna be expensive.
That's when you know it's like, oh shit. Because
I don't understand. Which I don't understand why. Like, yo, y'all make hand over fist on Steam as a platform. You know what I mean? Why didn't y'all take a little bit of hit on this? You already know this shit's not gonna be like a home run anyways out the gate. So why don't y'all you know what I mean? At least take a little bit of it.
Unless they banking on that. Like they're not banking it to be. No, it's like they're banking on it not to be like something that's gonna sell a lot. Yeah. So
I think we all can agree. We all know it's gonna be niche. The people who were popping out saying this is about to be a game changer. I remember reading tweets about
for sure.
People were popping out saying
PlayStation and Microsoft need to be worried.
Like, no, they don't have to be worried, bro. Like I said on the last time we talked about this, I don't even think this outsells whatever Xbox is doing next, bro. It's gonna be very niche, bro. It's gonna be very. I
almost took that bet too. I thought about that, and I'm like,
it's gonna be niche, bro. This shit ain't gonna be doing that, bro. Like let's like.
This shit not even gonna be in like brick and mortar stores. Like it's gonna be on Steam. Like nah. Nope. Yeah. So, we in a profit climate, like Mr. Baller said. Like they not trying to take hits on this shit no more.
Yeah, for real.
It's getting crazy. But this is supposed to come early next year still. So if the RAM prices, that's what I'm saying. The RAM prices, it seems like this is just the beginning of that. And then GPU prices is going up, and this is going to be AMD. I hope they got already prices. Like I hope they got some deals already locked in for their prices, or we could see this shit hit like $1,000, man. And I hope not.
Yeah.
I hope not.
All right.
For the love of AI.
All right. Let's talk about the Game Awards a little bit.
Probably next time y'all see us too.
Yeah, for real, bro. No, we skip 1 week. Yeah, it might just be that. To be honest, isn't it Game Awards actually next week?
Is it next week or the week?
It might be next week, bro.
Oh shit! I think it is next week.
Is Game Awards?
Is it the 11th?
11th, yeah, it's 11th. When is that?
It's the 11th.
It is next Thursday. Hold up, we are.
Yeah, it's next week.
Back to back Thursdays. Back to back Thursdays. We back.
I'll be here for sure.
We'll be here, bro. We'll be live reacting, and we're giving away that, that JMaine lost the bet, so we'll be giving away some money.
That bad.
You know what I mean? We'll be giving away $300, and you know what I mean. So y'all tap in, hit the like button, man. You've been watching the podcast, would really appreciate it. You know what I mean? Y'all hit that like button. Let's get it up, man. Let's get it up. So let's talk about the Game Awards.
Yes, sir.
We'll talk about the nominations later because I don't even think we discussed that.
No.
Yeah, but I want to talk about the craze that's going on. JMaine, somebody's getting a raise, bro. Some intern or somebody's getting a raise for this marketing scheme of whatever this game is. Whoever's bright idea to make a statue in the desert is getting a raise.
Oh, okay. I thought you had some information I didn't know about. I'm like, what the hell is you talking
about? Nah, somebody getting a raise. Listen, we don't know what this game is going to turn out to be. I know y'all know what I'm talking about. The statue that's been all over the timeline, and people are guessing if it's God of War, Diablo, Elder Scrolls. I've seen it all at this point, bro. You know what I mean?
I've seen all them shits get shot down too.
One thing that can be said is whatever it is, man, this is a genius marketing scheme. This is very, very genius marketing scheme to drop conversation about whatever game you're dropping. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I wouldn't be shocked if people take notice and start building sculptures or somewhere and just don't say shit. You know what I mean?
Right.
You know what I mean?
This
is a good marketing
for people to go see, take pictures,
go take pictures and just stir up conversation on online to see what the game is. You know what I mean? So I know whoever came up with this idea is definitely getting some sort of bonus or a fucking raise because this is a genius marketing scheme for what.
So that tweet from Keely, the original tweet about it, says Regal Inspiring Thickness has 16.3 million views right now.
That shit's been reposted like 1 billion times. I've seen it all. I've seen it all over the place. People
everywhere.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, and I mean, I've seen like all different fan bases making logical reasons why
God
they think it's that game.
Because they got the alligator from God of War. Got the
the armor.
It looks like Kratos' armor in the back. You know what I mean?
And then like the eye with the door looks like a gate from Elder Scrolls or some shit like that. And I'm like, yo, what the fuck
people are
this?
saying it might be Elden Ring because of the rune pattern and when it's lit up in the dark. Like people don't know it's Elden Ring 2. Like people don't know, bro. Like who knows what it's gonna be at this point? And I'm pretty sure a lot of people are gonna be tapping into the Game Awards just because they want to know what this fucking game is, right?
Do you think it's gonna live up to the hype?
You know what? At first, I was thinking that it wasn't. Then Jason Schreier seems to know what it is. Jason Schreier seems to know what it is, but he doesn't want to say it. He doesn't want to come out and spoil it. And he did throw out there that it's actually a good announcement. So if he's kind of gassing it, it might be something cool. You know what I mean?
See, the only thing with Jason Schreier is
you don't
like
think it's accurate?
His opinions on what he feels is good. Is where I don't.
He's been off. He's been off.
No. Not that he's usually right about what he's like, what the rumor might be, but what he considers good is not all the time what I consider. You see what I'm trying to say?
What I consider good. Okay, I see. What you're
saying. So like he might feel like a fucking what's a top down PC dog shit type game might be good.
I see what
you're saying. To me, I'd be like, oh nah, I ain't fucking with that. So if it's something like that, a new entry and a top down PC game is good for him. I'll be like, I don't give a fuck about this. Like, but for him, it's good.
Watch it be a new IP. Watch it be a new IP that like it's not even based. Like you know what I mean? It's not based off anything. Maybe it's just from a studio that people recognize, but it might not even be something that like people have to put into consideration. It might not even be a sequel of anything. It might just be a fucking new IP, and this is just a really good marketing tactic that they've been using.
That's what I'm leaning towards. That only because like history has shown that. A lot of times the companies don't do shit like this. Like the established brands and the established franchises. I don't know if I've ever seen something like this where they're teasing something like this and they end up being at the awards or at the show.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of companies. I'm trying to think of companies who have done marketing schemes like this before. And we have seen PlayStation kind of do stuff like this where they make these like giant God of War things in the open. Like we've seen them, they do stuff like in Netherlands. You know what I'm talking about? Remember when they did that whole campaign?
They're doing the campaign right now.
And so I know PlayStation does do that kind of style of marketing. You know what I mean? Right. So who else will do something like that? I'm trying to think. I don't think I've really seen Microsoft do any kind of marketing style like this before. I'm trying to think what company would do this. I don't know. We don't know. At this point, your guess, whoever's watching's guess is as good as ours. But I just want to commend actually just how creative the marketing was. I think that's all I can really say about it. It's just like it was just a creative marketing scheme to get people talking. And we're gonna see what it is, I guess, during the Game Awards, man. I'm looking forward to this year's Game Awards. I'm pretty sure we're gonna get a 1-2 cool announcements, JMaine. You know what I mean? Some game announcements.
For sure.
That
it's looking like Naughty Dog won't be there though. I'm a little disappointed.
That's okay. In that. I'm not too pressed, but I know Sony's gonna be there for sure. We know PlayStation's gonna be there for sure. They there every year, bro. They're gonna be there for sure. I think they're gonna be there.
With this year?
Well, the Death Stranding thing was a spoiler. That was
okay.
A spoiler.
Okay, for sure. I can see that.
I feel like they got another one. They're definitely gonna announce Death Stranding 2 is coming out for PC at the Game Awards. I think that's a given. We already seen it get rated. Yeah. So that means the announcement's imminent.
One thing I'm like, if this like desert shit is not whatever Corey Barlog is working on, then what the fuck is he working on? Because he clearly wasn't the lead director in Ragnarok, and
he knows he's working on the game. We know that to be a fact, unless it got canceled or shit happens during development time. But the way he been quiet, I think he's still working on whatever this new IP was. Rumors back in the day said it was a sci-fi game. Then I heard some rumors saying that it might not even be a sci-fi game anymore. So like we don't even know what the fuck it is at this point, bro. So, but I think it's about time. I feel like if we do hear about that game, JMaine, will be next year for sure. Like if we don't hear about it next year, when are we gonna hear about it? You know what I'm saying? Like they're claiming this generation is about to be over in 2027. When are we gonna hear about this fucking game then? You know what I'm saying? So if we don't hear about it next year, then when do we hear about it? You know what I'm saying? So I think it should. The timeline should match that. It should get announced at least next year. If not, at this Game Awards will be next year.
Who else you think might like pop up with something that maybe we haven't seen in a while, or that you maybe expected something to be there? Like you feel like From Software might be there.
Bandai usually comes up with some.
Yeah. Well, From Software got that Switch game coming out. I think. I don't know if they had a release date. Dustborn, yeah. That might be 2026.
You know what? They're so popular at the Game Awards. I wouldn't be shocked if From Software did come up with something, because it is that apparently they are working on a new IP, right? Yeah. It's a magic based game. That was like a rumor. I don't know if you heard that rumor, but it's apparently some sort of magic based game that From Software is working on or some shit like that. Apparently, I felt like I read that somewhere a while ago. So, Elden Ring's been out for some time. They have been dropping mad fucking content for it, whether it be the multiplayer expansion for it. So I wouldn't be shocked.
I think they just put out a new DLC.
I wouldn't be shocked if they're gearing up to announce something new at this point, like their next major, their next major title, where it will probably get revealed and not come out until like 2028 or some shit like that. Anyway, so yeah, I don't know. Honestly, when it comes to Game Award announcements, at this point, I don't even know what the fuck to expect, right? So anything that they drop will be a surprise to me, bro. It's hard for me to guess shit at this point right now, bro. I don't even know what to expect. But you want to get into at least some of the key nominations? Since we haven't talked about that, let's just talk about like the main one.
I'll start from the bottom of this list because I think the last one at the top is Game of the Year. So we'll start at the bottom. We'll skip the esports shit.
Skip the esports shit. Just do the categories that we care about. Best athlete. No, fuck all that shit, bro. Shit, don't give a shit about that.
They did nominate Kai Cenat for content creator.
You know what I mean? I did vote for him. I did vote for him. You know what I mean? I did vote for him.
To see. Yeah, I thought Speed should have been up there, but Speed don't do a lot of game shit, so
yeah, maybe that's why. Kai does the long game streams, Even though he does a lot of in real life shit, he does like the Red Dead dresses up. He does the the Ghost dresses up.
He did that Batman shit. That Batman shit was fire. Even though
the Elden Ring ones was a big thing for him
too. Yeah, that was.
Up,
he skipped a lot of shit too on that.
Yeah.
But,
no, all right, I'm not even mad at it. Real quick, I'm not even mad at him skipping it. Him just putting like those type of games on a platform like that is pretty dope. You know what I mean? Because a lot of people probably tap into that shit that might have not. You know what I mean? So him even putting that, even if he skipped some of this shit, him putting, because I'm sure he put some people on, even though that shit's a massive game, he probably put some people on it that watch him that probably wouldn't buy it, right? So I'm pretty sure
motherfuckers just playing it because Kai's not playing.
Yeah, exactly. So you know what I mean? So I'm pretty sure Bandai and all them folks were happy as fuck when they seen him that he was doing that kind of streaming. I'm pretty sure they were happy. So
Absolutely.
All
And
right.
he be shouting out all like the previous like Souls creators
Yeah,
that
exactly.
either made the genre popular online or helped him out and shit. So,
Yeah.
all right, let's get to the list. You want to start with most anticipated or
Yeah, let's do that. Most
you
anticipated. And go to best multiplayer and go
um
from there, I guess.
okay, most anticipated we got 007 First Light, GTA 6, Marvel's Wolverine, Resident Evil Requiem, and The Witcher 4.
I voted
I mean,
GTA, of course.
yeah, GTA 6 is.
So,
I
GTA
don't think
6.
anything else has a chance at this point.
Bro,
But
wasn't
GTA
GTA
6
6
gonna
like
win that.
last year's one too, bro? Like I
Yep,
swear to back
yep.
to back. It's about to win back to back.
You think they don't give it to it because it won last year?
They're gonna win. They're gonna win, bro. Like it's
Yeah,
Grand Theft Auto, bro. Like it's hard to deny that like this is not the most. It's the most anticipated game on the planet because everyone knows when this game comes out, it's literally about to shatter any sort of gaming record we have ever seen in life. You know that,
right.
right? Like it's really about to break
Yep.
every record that we've seen in life when it
I
comes
can't
out.
wait. I get excited for shit like that
Yeah.
when gaming
It's about to be a
becomes an
huge event. This is an event, and it's not
Yeah,
just for
when
the
gaming is
gamers.
an
This is
event,
for
I
the
love it.
casuals. It's an event for everybody. It's one of those. GTA is one of them type of games that CNN will report on it that it's releasing. You understand?
Yeah,
I guarantee
facts,
you, your
facts.
local news station is gonna report that GTA 6 is coming out, bro. Like that's how big this
I think it's
franchise
gonna
is,
be a
bro.
thing even like with midnight releases too. Like how
Yeah,
the
it's gonna
Switch
have.
2
They're
was.
obviously gonna do a. They're
I
gonna do a
think they're
midnight.
gonna
It's gonna
be
be
outside.
packed. It's gonna be packed. It's
Yeah,
gonna be crazy. It's gonna be crazy.
nuts. You
All right,
probably wanted
so
to skip best adaptation, but I do want to
all
say,
right, go ahead. Which one?
I don't even want to mention the nominees,
I didn't
but
even vote for
I
that
think
shit.
Twisted Metal season 2 definitely should have been on this list. I actually just finished the season 2 like a few weeks ago, and that's easily PlayStation's best, at least TV
I
show
keep on hearing
adaptation
that.
that they
People
put
saying that
out.
is fire, bro.
Bro, it understands what it is so much. It's just perfect. Like it only I had one issue, and that was like with one of the final episodes, and I won't spoil anything. But when you get there, you might understand. But even within that, it makes sense on what it is. You know what I'm saying? But I think the show just doesn't take itself serious, and Twisted Metal never took itself serious, and they leaned into that shit so hard that it works. It just works. It just works very well. I love it.
I'm gonna have to check it out. It's on
Um,
Peacock or something like that, right?
yes, Peacock. Yep.
Mm.
I don't think Last of Us season 2 should have been here, but that's a topic for another day. And people are saying like Sonic 3 was robbed. Usually the Sonic movies are up here. I don't know. I didn't hear bad things about Sonic 3, but Until Dawn is here. I thought that movie was good, but
I never watched.
I would
They
take.
end up dropping the movie. I thought that shit out.
Yeah. Yeah, it
Oh,
came out.
oh
I
shit.
went to theaters and saw it and everything. I thought it was a pretty good movie.
Was it like the
Nothing
game,
nothing No,
or is
hell
it
no.
completely different?
It's different from the game in the sense that um the way
Is it
they
not about the
handle
Wendigo?
deaths.
What's it called? The Wendigo is not about that or
No,
anything, or it is?
they're in there,
Oh,
but
okay, I
it's
see.
to me, I took it as like a prequel to the games, but I,
Mm.
I don't know if that's confirmed or not.
Oh, okay, I see. I see.
So let's go to best multiplayer.
Multiplayer. Yep, I'm on it already. Yep. What'd you vote?
Arc Raiders, Battlefield 6. Come on, you know what I voted for.
Battlefield 6. You know
Elden
what I
Ring, Night
and you know what I
Rain,
voted for. Yeah, I know you know what I voted
Peak,
for.
Split Fiction.
Yep.
You voted for Split Fiction
Yep.
for sure.
Yep.
I don't know much about this Peak game. You ever looked at
Never heard of
anything?
it. Never
Yeah, I
heard of
never
it.
heard it, but
You know the
it's
Game
actually
Awards
one
be
of the
doing that.
it's actually one of the top play games on Steam right now.
Wow. I never heard of it.
So I don't, yeah, that's what I'm saying. I never heard of it either. I got to look into it. I wanted to check it out because I've seen people talking about it. But to be honest, I think Arc Raiders is probably going to win this award.
Yeah, it seems like that game is probably the most popular game, a multiplayer game out right now. It seems like a lot of people are enjoying that game.
Yeah, it's just
Yo, I
crazy
feel
how the
bad for
conversation.
Marathon, bro. I feel so bad for Marathon,
Yeah, I was
bro.
just
That
about to bring that
I
up.
feel so
I
bad
was
for
just
Marathon,
about to
bro.
bring that up.
I think it might be curtains for that game, bro, because like I've
To
actually
be,
I've watched gameplay of Marathon. I was all on board of giving it a fair shot, but when I watched gameplay, when I watched my boy Strat play it, now I'm watching
yeah,
this. I'm watching like Arc Raiders gameplay, bro. It's like the excitement is like different. Like it's a night and day in
yeah,
terms of immersion and excitement between the two games,
it
bro.
is.
I don't know how they fix that
Arc
in a
Raiders
couple
seems
of
way
months,
more
bro.
immersive within
Yeah, I
that
don't know how they
world.
fix that, bro. I don't know how
Well,
they
they
fix
did
that.
a recent player test. The reception was positive. Apparently, they made a lot of changes. We'll see when they
I
finally
don't
feel like
know.
revealing
That
it
man.
again. The one thing I do think they have going for them is that I do think the extraction shooter has been a little bit. I think the audience might be a little bit bigger for them to try and grab some players from. That's the only thing I think they have going for them, and that they made things right with the artists that they stole from. So they got a lot of
Which is
groundwork.
funny. Doesn't Arc Raiders like utilize AI and shit like that? And people like
They
now.
got AI voices,
Oh,
and
AI
nobody gave a
voices.
fuck.
No one gives a shit. That's
Nobody
how. Yo,
gave a
that's how it's
fuck.
gonna start, bro. That's how it's gonna start. I'm
Yeah,
telling you, JMaine. All these people are so anti AI for this and that, bro. All of them, these guys, yo, they're gonna conform eventually because yo, it's just a future. I think it's unescapable that they're just gonna it's gonna be in our games, bro. I'm pretty sure mans are using it to
yeah.
make our games right now in some form or fashion, bro. It's just
And
gonna
when
be in
it's
our
a game
games,
you
bro.
really want to play, you're gonna have
How
that.
about if the game
You're
is just
gonna have
good,
that
bro? How about
grace.
if it's just good, bro?
Or
Like
that.
it's just
That's
a
what I'm
good
saying.
game, bro.
If the
It has
game is
AI in
fire,
it,
you're gonna be like,
and it's
I
just good.
understand. Like you know what I mean? Like, at least so I think with Arc
Yeah.
Raiders, they paid the initial voice actors, but within that, they were able to use their voices for future AI
Mm-hmm.
to create more lines and shit like that. So
Yeah.
yeah, I think with Marathon, it was different because I think they
They just snatched
took
somebody's artist.
artwork.
I think they just
They
snatched
just
somebody's art
snatched her
pretty
artwork,
much.
and then things were like referenced from that. So they were better off using AI. Fuck it, like they was better off using AI than snatching it from another artist. But yeah, so like you said, slowly but surely, people are gonna,
They're gonna
it's
accept that
not it's
shit. They're
not
gonna have
going
to, bro.
nowhere.
Yeah, they're
It's
gonna have
not
to.
going nowhere. So it's either you're gonna stop gaming or you're gonna learn to deal with it because
Yeah,
it's not going
exactly.
nowhere.
And who says in all cases it's gonna be bad? Like once again, like people always look at the negative in some, bro. Like it literally could be like implemented and it could be good. Like it could be implemented and be good. Like that could be a possibility. I don't know why that possibly never crosses somebody's mind. Like it could be
Yeah,
implemented and it could be good too. Like fuck
right.
it, bro. Put it in, bro.
Like even
Make
with
my
the
game come
voice
out
acting
quicker, bro.
thing, if a voice actor knowingly signs off on, all right, you give me this check now, and then you could use my voice later with the AI, who am I to get upset about that? Something
Yeah,
that
fuck
they
it,
were
bro.
knowingly aware of and they signed off on it. I'm not
Make the
gonna be
game,
upset
man.
at
Don't
that.
make the game quicker. The game will come out quicker,
And
bro.
yeah,
That's
and if it helps
less
make the
time in the
game quicker, which
studio.
benefits me,
Yeah, man. They
I'm
just
not
put that
gonna
on
be
the
upset at something
computer and
like
that shit
that.
just does it one time, bro. Save a lot of time, bro. Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean.
All right, next
All right,
topic.
next.
Best
Best sports.
sports racing game. EA Sports FC 26. That's the football game. F1 25, Mario Kart World
You know what I voted for?
rematch, and Sonic Racing Cross Worlds.
I voted for that Mario
Mario
Kart, bro.
Kart
Mario Kart
World.
was a banger, bro. Yeah, this new. I
To
heard
be
they
honest,
put a
that's the
new
only game I
update.
played on there.
Yeah, I heard they put an update where they added custom items for races. Ooh, I
They
can't wait to get back on
did.
that. That shit
They
look
did.
fire, bro. That
They
shit look fire,
did.
bro. I need that.
That was another massive update that they did. I was
Yeah.
surprised. I'm looking at the patch notes like, God damn.
Yeah, they're doing things right. Like some of those things I was missing on day
Yeah.
one. I'm like, yo, why can't I do a custom game and I just select, yo, we just want to do all mushroom rate, all mushrooms. That's it, 3 mushrooms.
Right.
You know what I mean? But you didn't have that option. But I'm glad that they're doing these fixes. I think it's just unfortunate. It's just the state of game, and even with Nintendo, it seemed like yo, sometimes just games just get better over time, man. Like I think it is what it is. You know what I mean? Like the game dropped
Yeah.
good, but over time it just gets better, with these patches and stuff like that. So
Shit, even single player games are like live service almost. Like they patches, they bring content later on throughout the time. Like it's the culture, the climate that we in.
Kofi got his viral tweet from Mario Kart Worlds, and bro, I got 95 hours on Mario Kart, bro. 95 hours, no bullshit, bro. Go check my
What
Switch
tweet?
stats.
Oh, that
It look, all I said it looked good too. Yo, they hated on me. All I said, yo, I be saying the most basic shit and niggas be getting mad. Like what? Like what? Like yo, I'll be like, yo,
You know
what
that's
I
social
said,
media today.
yo, I said, you know what I said? I put a video, and this is the most basic thing. I didn't even think it would go that crazy. I just said they cooked in caps.
Yeah.
This shit went so crazy. I'm like, yo, bro. I'm saying the most regular shit. Why is this shit going viral, bro? Like, why is it going? Yo, I'm getting that Kira guy reposting it. I'm like, bro, like, why y'all cooking me for this? All I said is they cooked. I love Mario Kart. Like, bro, like I be saying the most basic shit that gets niggas mad, bro. Like, why, bro? I don't know why I have this aura that
my
just triggers
God.
mans, bro. Like I'd be
When
saying
people's
mad.
tweets go viral, I just want to ask them, like, at what point did you mute that shit? Because I know that shit got muted.
I definitely. I mean, every single of my shits, I just end up muting it. When it starts getting too much, I just mute that shit. I go by my day, bro.
Yeah, people start saying the same shit. Niggas repeating themselves. Like, all right, I'm not going back and forth with all
Bro,
you
that
niggas.
shit went so crazy, bro. I was just sitting there enjoying some Mario Kart, bro. I just said they cook. And the funny thing is, you know what I mean? I was just really impressed with the new features that they put in with the jumping and the grinding. I'm like, oh, yo, I already see the vision. And obviously now we see the gameplay clips. Man's doing all this sort of fly shit. But no, when I posted that clip,
because after your tweet, it was mad clips about people grinding and bouncing off walls and shit.
You know what?
That went crazy.
You know what?
Like, oh shit, that was good.
You know what? But the funny thing is, I think because the game just came out, and I didn't even, I was trying to just learn the controls, the new mechanics. I think I put that joint on 50cc or something like that. Just to see that. I just want to learn. I was just trying to learn something. So man, were just cooking me. I'm like, oh my God, bro. I'm like, yo, why y'all crashing out, bro? Like y'all don't see the vision or these tricks that they added in this game, bro. Like y'all don't see the vision. Then little behold, now we see all these, these tweets of man doing crazy shit in that game, bro. Crazy shit.
That is so funny.
But best family game, man. For the best game, appropriate for family play, irrespective of genre or platform. I picked Mario Kart, bro. I picked Mario Kart for
bro. Really?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Mario Kart's mine.
Okay.
Bro. That game is a banger, bro. Like I said, I'm about to even start. I'm hopping back on that game too, bro. Now they added that patch, bro. I got like 95 hours in that joint.
I'm thinking about it. I could see maybe Mario Kart. I was thinking maybe they give this to Donkey Kong because I don't think it's going to get Game of the Year.
I could see
that. And I think Mario Kart gets the sports racing. But for your personal pick, I can see that.
Best fighting game, they got 2X KO. They got Capcom Fighting Collection. They got Fatal Fury, City of the Wolves, Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection, Virtual Fighter 5, Revo World Stage, or whatever. I picked Capcom Fighting Collection 2. That's what I picked for mine.
I don't know shit about that list.
Best RPG.
Best RPG.
This should be interesting, right?
Avowed, Expedition 33,
Yep,
Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, Outer Worlds 2, and Monster Hunter Wilds. Ooh.
I think this one's obvious. It's gonna be Expedition.
It's Expedition 33. Yeah,
nah,
Expedition 33 is gonna sweep.
I don't think
whatever
I
category.
I played three out of 5 games here. I have Outer Worlds 2, but I haven't played it for real. Shout out to Microsoft for sending that. I haven't played Kingdom Come, but yeah, Expedition is just a special game, bro. I'm sorry to tell man. I know it's almost like the basic nigga.
It's the popular thing to say.
I know it's like the popular, but the thing is, it's actually true, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like sometimes, like they got it right, bro. Like it's true. The game is one of them ones. It is one of them ones.
It's so true. It's starting to develop a
hate crowd
like
for it. Yeah,
a hate crowd. Yeah.
That's typically
At
what
first
happens
it was
with games
like
that are popular. People
all
love
love, and then it's like
now people
niggas showing it too much love.
See, that's what's so weird about the internet, bro. Like, when this game came out, it was just straight gas. People loving it, but now, like you're saying, people are starting to turn on the game just because it's getting so much praise. So now
people don't like
the
too
natural
much positivity.
The natural contrarian in people is now they want to be different
weird as hell.
And like shit on the game, bro. The game is fucking amazing, bro. Like it is what it is, bro. Best action and slash adventure: Death Stranding 2 on the Beach, Ghost of Yotai, Hollow Knight, Silk Song, Indiana Jones: The Great Circle, and Split Fiction. I picked Split Fiction for this
one. That's a great pick.
I picked Split Fiction. Honestly, that game got snubbed for Game of the Awards. For Game of the Year, we're gonna talk about it.
For Game of the Year, yeah, we'll get to that.
It definitely got snubbed.
I could see Death Stranding 2 winning here as well, but Split Fiction is not a bad.
Bro,
of course, it's your
gameplay. Gameplay. Split Fiction did things that I've never experienced in a video game before in terms of gameplay design. You know what I mean? They were doing some creative shit that I've never played a game like it before. And I think that
So
needs
what
to be
you saying?
commended.
Death Stranding 2 ain't do that either?
I
You
played
ever
Death Stranding
throwing
1.
pieces at niggas?
I played
You
Death
ever was
Stranding.
throwing pieces at niggas? Nah,
Yo, it was doing some creative shit with the gameplay that I've never experienced in a game ever, and that's something to say for a man that's playing games as long as I have, bro. I've been playing games fucking my whole life, bro. I've never experienced some shit like that. The gameplay loops in Split Fiction, yo. That shit was high octane. The gameplay was so fucking dope, bro. All right, best action game. We got Battlefield 6. That's what JMaine voted for. Bum ass nigga.
I actually didn't even vote yet, but I probably would. Yeah.
Doom: The Dark Ages, Hades 2, Ninja Gaiden 4, and Shinobi Art of Vengeance. I picked Ninja Gaiden 4. I picked Ninja Gaiden.
Okay.
4. That game low-key fun as fuck, bro. I enjoyed that game.
Yeah. I can see Hades 2 probably winning this.
Yeah. All right, let's speed this up. This is best debut indie game. We got Blueprints, Expedition 33, Despelate, or however you pronounce it, or Dispatch. I don't know how to pronounce that shit. That's Tony's game of the year, by the way. Right.
Dispatch?
No, Despelate, or whatever the fuck that shit is, bro. That's Tony's game of the year, by the way. I picked Expedition 33, and I think it's gonna win. I think it's a clear winner
for sure.
I'm sorry to tell y'all, Expedition is sweeping. It's fucking sweeping at the Game Awards, bro. I'm sorry to tell you.
Yeah, I don't know if I see a category where it's gonna lose.
Yo, it's sweeping. It's sweeping. I'm sorry to tell you. I'm looking at like the games that standing beside it, sweeping all these games. Best independent game is Absalom. Ball X Pit. Shout out to fucking Meds.
Meds, yeah. Yo, after the podcast, and then he said that shit, and then the nominees came out. I was like, oh shit. He wasn't bullshitting. Ball Pit got nominated.
Yeah. Claire's Expedition 33, Hades 2, Hollow Knight, Silk Song. So once again,
Expedition 33.
Expedition 33, bro. I don't know, man.
I don't know what to tell you.
Best community support, Baldur's Gate 3. I never even knew that game got community support like that.
What? That game still gets mad players like daily and shit.
But
like
it gets
that.
content? It get new content?
I don't know if it's new content or just people playing it cooperatively and then going through different paths, because I think that game has a bunch of different like
updates /
ways
patches.
You can go.
Whatever. Final Fantasy.
Oh, maybe it does.
Final Fantasy. I forgot. Is this
14?
14. Fortnite, Helldivers 2, and No Man's Sky.
This is interesting because these.
I think Helldivers might deserve it. I wouldn't be mad if No Man's Sky gets it too, because low-key that game gets a lot of fucking support, and it does have a big community too, that a lot of people still enjoy that game. But I think Helldivers 2, you know, with that Halo collab was pretty dope. You know what I mean? So
that was fire.
I voted for Helldivers 2 personally myself. I would like to see them win. Best ongoing game: Final Fantasy 14, Fortnite, Helldivers 2, Marvel Rivals, No Man's Sky. I low-key can see Marvel Rivals winning this, because I think the game is just like really popular right now with people. People are loving that game. So I could definitely see Marvel Rivals taking that.
Did that game come out this year? I'm trying to remember.
I think it did, right? I'm pretty sure it did. Top of the year, no?
It would have to have been.
Yeah, I think it was top of the year. I think it was just top of the year.
Oh no, I'm seeing 2024. Was it late last year?
It was late last year. It was late then. Yeah.
Oh, December. Yep, December of last year. Okay, yeah.
That's why I felt like that. Yeah, I think so.
That's why, yeah, because I'm like, damn, I felt like it's been so long since I've been hearing about it, but it wasn't nominated for shit last year. So it makes sense. Yeah, that's gonna win that. Best ongoing game.
Let's do best performance. Ben Starr, Charlie Cox, Erika Ishii. Jennifer English. Okay, let me try. See, I'm going to Tokyo. So
you're going to Japan.
I gotta be able to pronounce this. Man. Let me do. Konatsu Kato.
Okay.
Did I fuck it up?
I think you got.
Would you say it like that? Right? I think I did it right.
I'm giving that.
I'm going to Tokyo. I'm going to Tokyo. And Troy Baker, man. Troy Baker. So, I voted for Charlie Cox.
He's like the main dude, right? In Expedition 33.
No, he's not. He's not. Actually, no. He plays homies? He plays fucking the first character you play.
Okay. Yeah.
He plays the first character you play, Gustav. I'm pretty. He does Gustav.
Yes.
He does Gustav.
Seriously, look at Expedition 33 with three
I know, no,
performances
yeah, it's about to
nominated.
be a
Yes.
sweep. It's about to be a sweep. It's about to be
If they
bad.
don't win, like I think that's
Nah,
mathematically impossible for them
yeah,
to
it's
not
a
win next
sweep.
year.
It's a sweep. I think this
Like
this
the
year is
odds in
set up
their
for
favor
them. This
crazy.
year is set up for them to clean up, bro. Like it is what it is.
Yeah.
Recognizing
I
the
think
best.
they're
Oh, go ahead.
oh, go ahead, go ahead.
No, finish.
No, I was just gonna say I think they are nominated for the most awards ever.
Yeah, they're gonna
Um,
sweep up, bro.
and
There's
if
no
they
fucking way they
win,
don't.
they will have the most awards by a game ever at the Keeleys. So yeah.
Yeah. Best audio design, recognizing the best in-game audio and sound design. I gave this to Death
Mm,
Stranding. I think Death Stranding
okay.
kind of bodied that for overall audio design. Even though
I
the
will go with
music,
Battlefield 6.
even though with the music in Expedition is really good, but I think just the
Yeah.
overall like audio design of Death Stranding was top tier, so I gave it to that.
This was a controversial topic because a lot of people were saying that Arc Raiders was snubbed for this
The audio design is really good.
nomination.
Is really good for
Yeah.
that.
That's what a lot of people were
I
saying,
haven't
that the
played it,
audio
so I wouldn't
design
know.
at Arc Raiders was really good. So that's what I was hearing.
Yeah. Okay, best score in music. Okay.
Mhm.
This one is Hollow Knight, Hades 2, Claire's Expedition 33, Ghost of Yotai, and Death Stranding 2. I gave it the overall music.
Expedition
I gave
33.
it Expedition 33. Like it's about to sweep,
Bro, I played that game for like 3 hours
Bro,
and the music was fucking
the music
captivated.
is really good.
Like, is you
Fuck yeah, man.
serious?
The
I
music is
love
really
this. I
fucking good,
love the music in Death Stranding too. But I could just only imagine if I played the game for 3
bro.
hours and it was already
I know man's in
captivating.
the chat.
Come on.
Probably gonna, I don't know. Man's like, yeah, see, I like to think a lot of my viewers are smart. You know what I mean? Not a lot of y'all here, but y'all smart, bro. So y'all know this is not just no glazing. Like we just giving credit where credit is due. That's what I like to say. We giving credit where credit is due. And I'm just sorry. This year, this game is actually one of them ones, bro. I'm sorry to tell y'all that. It might be the popular opinion, but it is true though. It is one of them ones. The best art direction for outstanding creative and or technical achievement in artistic design and animation.
Our favorite topic.
Death Stranding 2, Ghost of Yotai, Hades 2, Hollow Knight, Silk Song. I don't even know why these other ones are. Bro, Expedition,
Yeah.
Once again, well, it's a little bit of a challenge here. I think Hades 2, from stylistically, it looks good. Even Death Stranding, but Expedition,
Death Stranding,
man.
technically, I think looks
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah.
I think they did a good job with the different variety of environments in
again,
that game too.
Claire's Expedition, yo, JMaine, the environment in that game is so fucking unique, from the different types of biomes, even just from like the enemy design. Like it's just a weird fucking looking game, and you understand why it looks so fucking weird, because I don't want to spoil it to you since you haven't finished the game. You understand why it's such a weird fucking looking game, bro, once you get into the narrative. But once again,
Right.
I don't even know how Expedition doesn't win this. Like the game is just visually so striking, so unique, bro. I don't know how it don't win.
I think this is his most toughest subject
Category. Yeah, it might have a
Yeah.
challenge, but I still think it gets the edge here.
You still think it wins there, yeah. Okay.
Best narrative for outstanding storytelling and narrative development in a game. See, it's between, for me, these are like my two bangers of the year, was Expedition and Death Stranding on the Beach. Like, I'm not mad at either one winning, but when I actually sat with it for a little bit longer, I think I'm leaning towards Expedition a little bit more. I've had a more.
I'm finishing that game before the year because you going crazy right now.
The game is fantastic. The game is fantastic.
After I finish they said you glazing.
I'm glazing. I knew they were gonna say I'm glazing, but
after I wrap up Yote this weekend, I'm diving into Expedition 33 before. I'm gonna try to beat it before the Game Awards next week. I'm gonna try. It might not happen.
You won't, but you'll get far enough to maybe understand why fans are glazing it like the way they're glazing it, bro. The RPG mechanics are fantastic, bro. The whole little pinto mechanics, bro. It's chef's fucking kiss, bro. This chef's kiss, bro. The way I think about this game, I want to play it again, bro. The game is fucking chef's kiss, bro. Real talk, bro. No glaze, bro. Chef's fucking kiss.
No glaze.
I love Death Stranding 2 too. Like by the time when I finished Death Stranding 2, I'm like, fuck, this game was fire, bro. Shit was
Bro, I
deep
watched
too, bro.
hour-long essays on Death Stranding too.
Nah,
After I
Death
beat
Stranding
that
shit
shit.
was beautiful too, bro. I love
I
how
love that story,
they did
man.
that shit and wrapped that shit up. You know what I mean? But that
Yeah.
Claire expedition, JMaine, by the end of it, bro, I thought, yo, the game starts off.
You gonna be in shambles?
Yo, the game starts. Have you watched Attack on Titan before? No. No. Okay.
No.
The game starts off. I don't know if people in the chat will agree, but it gives real Attack on Titan vibes, like in Act 1 early on. It gives you that sense of some Attack on Titan. If you know anything about Attack on Titan, Jamie, let me tell you something. That shit is peak. Then the game turns into the fucking Matrix by like Act 3, bro. I'm like, yo, where is the story taking me, bro? It started off with some Attack on Titan type shit. Then it goes into the Matrix. I'm like, yo, like, and I love a game that makes you think about some dilemma shit, like the whole dilemma with, if a train's coming, do you pull the lever to kill one person or 5? Like the game gives you kind of, by the end of it, it makes you sit with it. It's one of them type of stories,
right.
you know?
Maybe like that one person is the president, and the 5 people are just like
this
moms,
like
shit like that.
You pull the lever, you don't pull it. Like it's one of those type of narratives that by the end of it, you sit there and you're like, damn. Like you just think about it. Like it's one of you just think about it for a couple of days type shit, bro. And I always appreciate a story that does shit like that. I love stories that do shit like that try to tell a bigger message among it. You know, games try to attempt it, but it's very surface. Yeah. Like Ghost of Yotei is a surface thing.
That's
obviously
a surface,
it has a message, right? About obviously the dig 2 graves for revenge. But it's very surface. But I feel like this expedition, you could get real philosophical with that. We sitting here talking about the narrative and what it's trying to convey. You can get real philosophical with expedition. I love games that do that type of shit, bro. I love games that do that.
My boy so got KOFI Lamont Hill. KOFI Lamont Hill.
Yeah. Verso was right, by the way. Yeah, Verso was right, by the way. That's all that needs to be said.
I guess I'll find out.
You'll find out. Verso is white, by the way, bro. He was right. Best game direction. Right? This is awarded for outstanding creative vision and innovation in game direction and design. See, funny enough, I actually gave Death Stranding this. You know what I mean?
Really?
Because in the end of the day, Expedition is a turn-based RPG, which it's a very good turn-based RPG. But I've played good turn-based RPGs before with Persona 3, Persona 5. You know, I've experienced great turn-based RPGs. While this game does offer some mechanics which they're not really new. Like a parry mechanic is nothing new in a turn-based game. Like fucking Sea of Stars had a parry mechanic. You know what I'm saying? Like it's nothing new. But just the way that they put everything together in this game, it's just beautiful. You know what I'm saying? But if we're just talking about creative vision and innovation in the game direction, I think, how do you not pick Death Stranding 2 for all the shit? I
would have thought you would have went with Split Fiction. What you saying? Like it was doing some shit that you never.
That too. But I kind of, I had to weigh which one I like more. I had to weigh which game I like more, though. You feel me? I like Death Stranding more, even though everything I stand by Split Fiction is true. But I just enjoy Death Stranding more. You know what I mean? So that's my pick personally.
Yeah.
And the last one, JMaine, the last one that people care about.
Goldie.
The game of the year. Recognizing a game that delivers the absolute best experience across all creative and technical fields. The nominations is Expedition 33, Death Stranding 2 on the Beach, Donkey Kong, Bonanza, Hades 2, Hollow Knight, Silk Song, and Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. I gotta play that game. People keep on saying that game is fire, bro. I gotta try it out one of these days.
Yeah.
I'm shocked.
How you feel about this list?
I'm shocked. To be honest, I'm shocked. Donkey Kong. I'm shocked Donkey Kong's in here. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm shocked Donkey Kong.
I ain't gonna hold you. Because as we going through all of these major categories, that's one game that only showed up, I think, once.
It didn't really make sense.
I was like, hold up. Not that I would pick Ghost of Yotei over Donkey Kong Bonanza.
I'll put it Split Fiction if I had a choice. If I had a choice, I'm replacing with Split Fiction.
Split Fiction was in more things. Shit, Ghost of Yotei was even in more things, and it's not even.
It's such a rare pull, right?
So it's a rare pull. But I don't know. I don't know about that one. I'm not saying it's a bad game. It's just from the history of the Game Awards, usually you'll see a Game of the Year nominee and a bunch of other categories.
Not just randomly all of a sudden in a fucking Game of the Year. and being
like you in best family game and then game of year. Like what the fuck?
It doesn't fucking make any sense. You know,
like why not have it in game direction if like it's a nominee for game of the year? Like maybe
and the funny thing it would be a good pick for game direction too, low key, because even though what that game does is very interesting in terms of game design, which how majority of things are breakable and it's intertwined with the gameplay loop. You know what I'm saying? Like I think that's a very interesting, because once again, Donkey Kong Bonanza is a very interesting platform that I haven't played a platformer like it that has this huge focus on destruction in the environments. Obviously, these skeletons that can't be destroyed, but a lot of fucking things can be destroyed. You know, do I think it deserves a Game of the Year nomination? No. Towards the end of that game, I was ready for that game to be over with. I ain't gonna hold you. I think it dragged down a little bit, but it is a solid game though. It is a solid game. I don't know if it's Game of the Year material though, to be honest. So I would have picked Split Fiction, and it was up to me. But I don't know if I read the rest, but Hades 2, Hollow Knight,
Hades 2.
I think yeah. So
all those games reviewed well. Hades 2 reviewed very well. The conversation to me wasn't as loud as the first game.
Yeah.
But I do think that a lot of it, because it was in like early access and stuff like that, then it finally released. I always think that rollout is a little bit, it's not a negative in terms of like development and stuff like that, but the conversation around the game, it might not have the same impact as if everybody playing it at once.
I agree.
For the first time,
it has the critical acclaim, but it just doesn't have it feel like it didn't make too much noise. At least on my timeline. I don't know about yours, but I really feel like it didn't make that much noise. Like it just kind of came. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And Hollow Knight was
I still want to play. I love the first game, so I'm still planning on getting Hades 2.
Yeah. Hollow Knight was a given. You know, just so much hype surrounding this game, and it came out. At least it came out to critical reception, and a lot of people, you know, hopped on and played. So
for sure,
there was a lot of conversation, at least for the week that it dropped. So I don't know, man. I think it's pretty clear who's gonna win.
I mean, it's all dressing for the real winner, which is going to be Expedition 33 anyway.
I think it's clear.
Nothing else really fucking matters.
I think it's clear, bro.
I don't think like it's been a game since that has came out that has like
it has a storyline, it has a critical acclaim. Like it has with the storyline, the critical acclaim, the gamers behind it, the gamers behind it. I just don't know how it's not Expedition. Expedition is gonna win this year.
And it was available day one on Game Pass.
Yeah. So you know he tackled the Xbox crowd, love it because of that. PlayStation mans love it because they actually beat the game. You know what I mean? Got the highest percentage. You know what I mean? They got the highest completed. You know everyone fuck with it. Everyone fuck with it. Bro. So I don't know how. For sure. You know what I mean? I don't know how you're gonna convince.
You can see it coming to the Switch too. I can see that game coming to the Switch too.
I could.
I think if anything, they're working on that port as we speak.
I think it'll be a good get for the Switch. I think Switch people will show up for it. I think they'll show up for it. They can get a good port.
Hashtag anything but E33.
I don't have
the timeline gonna be funny because I do think there's a lot of people, not a lot
that
of people,
don't want to
subsection of people that don't want to see Expedition with shit.
I think it's just people have glazed. I think people have quote unquote glazed it too much, so now they just want to see it fail. You know what I'm saying? Type shit.
Yeah. Yo, not my boy.
What happened?
Breaking news, my boy, the actor that plays Shang Tsung in the Mortal Kombat movies passed away. That's my boy right there. Yeah, 75 years old. Actor Kerry.
No, is it the Asian man?
Yeah.
No, it's not the same Asian I'm thinking about. Oh, I know this man.
You know Shang Tsung in the
movies? Oh, this is the OG Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
R.I.P. man.
A fucking legend right there,
man.
Your soul is mine.
I'm gonna have to play that back. I'm gonna have to watch that. No. R.I.P. man. How old was he?
75.
75 years old, man. Oh man. Hey man. Yeah, I'm sure he lived a great life, man. I'm sure he lived a great life, bro. R.I.P.
For sure.
So yeah, that's all the Game Award announcements right there. So, or the nominations.
Yeah.
And shit, so
nominations. Show us next week. So, I can't wait. I'm always excited for the Game Awards, celebration of gaming. I wonder who's gonna be the guy that's gonna be the long speech and shit that they gotta
play the music.
Play the music for. It's always somebody that running their mouth, getting their meds on. That's that's gonna be the long speech guy. Expedition people ain't gonna never get a chance to sit down. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be
now they gonna get up a lot. They better keep they little fucking speeches short because they gonna win a lot, bro.
Yeah, they're gonna win a lot.
They're gonna win a lot. It's kind of obvious, bro. I don't know how.
Shit, they won a lot at
the joystick awards,
Golden Joystick Awards.
Yeah,
I think they won a lot. So, and I think those are all voted by the fans in the Golden Joystick Awards.
Yeah, and they walked with a lot of awards, right?
Absolutely. I think they had the most, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, they definitely had the most.
Jesus. Nah, so my bad. I got enamored. I was watching a little Dochi clip on the timeline. Holy.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, she working with something, huh?
Mans are asleep, bro.
She working with
something. Mans are asleep.
Big sleep. I'm trying to go to the tour. I'm trying to go to the tour. I need front row seats. I'm trying to be like KOFI at the Kendrick concert.
Mans are asleep. We got a super chat donation from BitCloud. Shout out to BitCloud. He says, shout out to my bros. Don't get token, KOFI. You're going to get cooked, players. Oh, stop it. I'm going to see you on the weekend, bro. I'm gonna see you.
I was like, the beta's coming up, right?
Oh, the beta, yeah, the beta. I think I'm in there. I have to download that joint. I think I got that shit.
Yeah, I think everybody got in on this one.
I had to finally. They were so stingy.
Oh, you didn't get it on the last one?
You know, I got into it, but it was just I downloaded it mad late, bro. I only played the tutorial and the shit went offline, bro.
Yeah, so they were doing the schedule times, not anymore.
Yeah.
So it's a full, I think, 72 hour.
Low-key, that's gonna be my weekend, bro. I'm probably gonna pull out the fight stick and just get to work on that game, bro.
Go crazy on that. Yeah. Shout out to BitCloud though.
Yeah, appreciate
my guy right there.
He says y'all think we get in more RE9 gameplay at the Game Awards? I wouldn't be shocked. Yes. I think so. I feel like they kind of announced that already, you know? I feel like I saw something.
Jeff Keighley today announced that RE9 will be there.
Yeah, I think we see more of that. You know, like the funny, like some games I feel like I don't even need to like see anymore. Like that's like a day one.
Yeah, I'm good.
Like
I'm good.
You don't have to show me anything else, bro. Like I'm buying that game, bro. Like I'm not even interested in seeing it because I'm already buying it, bro.
Yeah.
The only thing that would deter me right now from buying that game is like if reviews came out and it had major technical issues, bro. That'll probably
like some
like major
cyberpunk shit,
groundbreaking bugs. That's the only thing that will stop me from buying that game, really. But it's a day one.
Yeah. Speaking of the Game Awards, before we probably wrap up, they are still doing the player's voice voting. So right now, I think it's in round 2. Player voice, and they had like a whole list of games. Like I think it was like maybe
it gets shorter 20. And shorter, right?
Yeah, it gets shorter and shorter, and this is all fan voted. So right now it's going into round 2, and we're picking for the top 5. You got Expedition 33, Death Stranding 2, Dispatch, Bonanza, Genshin Impact, Ghost of Yote, Hades 2, Silk Song, Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, and Wuthering Waves. So
no Arc Raiders. All that capping the Arc Raiders needs to be.
I think Arc Raiders was in that first round, but it didn't make it into the second round.
All that capping.
That was Shroud and his crew.
Yeah, the streamer
that was saying that multiplayer
people,
huh? The streaming people don't show up for shit like this. And they wonder why they fucking multiplayer games don't get rated. Like they don't be participating in shit like this. That community don't be over here like that. But also, multiplayer games ain't been like groundbreaking like that anyway. Like,
well, speaking of multiplayer games, real quick, man. PlayStation announced a partnership today.
Oh, they did.
You remember?
They did.
So PlayStation is publishing the first game developed by J.J. Abrams.
Yep.
Bad Robots, I believe that's the studio. Bad Robot Games, that's the studio name, and they're making a co-op shooter, a 4-player co-op shooter, and he is the director of the Left 4 Dead series. So my question is, he's not the same dude that made Back 4 Blood?
No, Back 4 Blood was made by former devs of that studio that came from Left 4 Dead.
Okay, but this is the actual director.
He wasn't directing it. Yeah. So Mike Booth was he was like the lead guy at Valve when they made Left 4 Dead. So he wasn't the one that left and then worked on Back 4 Blood. That was just people that worked there that worked on Left 4 Dead that made Back 4 Blood.
Got it.
So this is, to be honest, this is like, I want to say this might be like his first major game since since that Left 4
So it
Dead.
looks like PlayStation still has they haven't changed, man. They still want to make strides in the games as a service department. They might have scaled it back to a certain degree, but clearly
Yeah,
they haven't given up on partnering or working on developing some games as a service type of game. So this
yeah,
game was obviously announced for PlayStation and PC. You know, the PC that they said that they're about to scale back on, and people were thinking to scale back on, but I mean, there's another PC title announced that should be coming out, which is multiplayer. So
yeah. I
we gonna
agree.
see how it turns out.
I think they're
Jamie,
going to be doing
did you see
more
the thread? Did you read the thread?
of which thread?
What of this announcement? Did you go through and scroll down the thread?
Nah, I don't be when I know what the conversation is going to be in
Can
a
you
thread.
imagine
I
what
don't
the
even.
Can
I
you imagine
don't
what the
even
conversation
bother.
was? Can you imagine what you know what it was,
Oh
right?
yeah, it's Concord 3.0 or
They already
fucking
called
this
it a
shit is gonna
Concord.
flop.
Why are you doing live service? Who cares? And
Yeah,
funny
yep,
enough,
yep.
just a couple of weeks ago, they were crying because the live service game
Didn't
is
go to
not come with
PlayStation.
PlayStation.
Yo,
That's what I'm saying. I'm so confused.
facts.
Yo, the PlayStation
Niggas was like,
community
yo,
is the
Horizon
most
live service
is
mobile game
bro
should be on
mobile,
PS5.
bro. The PlayStation
What?
community is the most confusing community in the fucking planet, at least on social media, bro. Yo, they were literally crashing out of this Horizon fucking mobile game. This gotcha mobile game is not
Yo.
coming to PS5. There's no reason why this game shouldn't come for PS5. Why is it not coming for PS5? Nah, man. The fuck that. They were crashing the fuck out, right? Crashing the fuck out. Now, it's back to regular scheduled program. How and we hate live.
Concord
As soon as the live service game gets
3.0,
announced,
nigga.
Concord. As soon as a live service, Concord. PlayStation haven't learned their lesson. Why are they making live service games? Like, bro, like, what do y'all want, bro? What do y'all want? You either want them, you want live service games, you don't want live service games. So they make a live service game, but they don't bring it on your platform, and you crying that it's not over there. So that's why I told you, JMaine, they just don't, they want it on there so they can complain about it. They wanted it to be announced for PS5. They wanted that Horizon shit to be announced there so they could be like, yo, what the fuck? We don't want this.
Nobody
we don't want
wants it.
this. Nobody wants this. Like,
Right.
yo, what? It's so fucking weird, bro. They have the weirdest community on. I don't get them, bro. But in other PlayStation news, it seems like PlayStation is really trying to jump into this mobile front with the announcement of MLB Mobile coming out to mobile
Yeah.
devices. So
That's
yeah,
the
man.
third mobile game announced in like the past
Yeah,
2-3
yeah.
weeks.
So, PlayStation's a gaming company. Let them make games for whatever for platforms, bro. You know what I mean? I don't think this is stopping any motion that they got going on for PlayStation. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, let them make the mobile games. Let them make the PC. Let them make their games, bro. They know they make games. That's what they do. So I don't know why people do all this fucking outrage and this fake ass outrage and shit. So if it's not for you, just don't play it, bro. You know what I mean? Don't play it. Don't check for it. Don't and check out the games that are coming for the system that you want to play for, bro. But yeah,
That's
man.
simple. But yeah, like that, because I think the last two live service announced games have been partnerships rather than it being first party studios.
They had a
I
couple
know
of
like
ones that are
Japan Studios
partnerships.
is helping out with Tokan, but I know that's like mainly Arc Raiders. I mean, not Arc
Arc,
Raiders, Arc
yeah, Arc
System Works,
System, yeah.
Arc System Works, and then this game is what are they called? I forget their name. Bad Robot Games, which is a live service game. So I mean, they got a couple still. I think
the internal one that they got going on for what's it called? What's that game called again, bro? I forgot. Fair games.
Oh, Fair Games, yeah, which we haven't.
What
seen
studio?
shit
That's an
about.
internal studio. No, they built that studio.
Yeah, yeah,
before.
yeah. No, so the
Okay.
studio was already built, and then they partnered
They-
with them, and I think they bought them.
Hmm.
So yeah,
Okay, we're gonna see how that turn out. Was that game supposed to come out this year? I feel like it was, no?
it never got a date. It
Oh,
never got a date, but the speculation was that it was supposed to come out this year, and now people saying next year. But then it was the rumored report that it's not looking good. So we'll see. We'll see about that one.
Yeah,
I wouldn't be surprised if that gets canceled.
I'm not too mad. I'm not too mad at nowadays. That's why we feel like PlayStation is being stingy of announcing shit. Cause also announcing shit and like having all like the rigmarole of like canceling it or like it's not going to plans like that shit just be nasty. You know what I mean? It's just a PR nightmare and it's just not a good look.
Especially since
Having too
games
much
take
of
so
those.
much longer to make now.
Yeah,
So
it's better.
like if you
It's better if we
cancel
don't
a
know
game
about
that's
it,
been
bro.
in works, you ain't seeing them again for like another 4 years.
Exactly. So
Versus before where we was getting games every 2 years, they cancel something, another 2 years you could probably get another game at least
exactly.
announced.
Exactly.
So
It's
yeah,
better
it's
when we
tough.
don't hear
It's
nothing,
tough.
bro. It's better when we don't hear nothing when this shit's like a for sure thing, bro.
Yeah.
I think that's about it, JMaine. I don't know what else to. I think that's about it.
Yeah.
Real quick. Call of Duty, man. Um, Apparently the European sales weren't looking so great for this latest installment.
Yeah.
Do you think so? I will keep it short and sweet. Do you think Call of Duty, Battlefield outsells Call of Duty this year in the United States of America when it's all said and done? Do you think it beats it,
Mm,
or you think Black Ops
yes.
7 ends up outselling?
S- So I think with the Europe sales and with the US, I know for November, PlayStation announced that Black Ops 6 was number one sale for November. So of course, like in launch month, I think it's gonna do well. But I do think Battlefield overall, especially since they had that $30 deal for Black Friday, that shit was crazy. I think overall it will sell more than Black Ops 7 for the year, which is crazy because I never would have thought that. But it looks like Call of Duty has took a hit this year. And
The Game Pass shit might gonna
deservedly
affect the
so, man.
PC and the
And
Xbox
that,
sales too, right? So I know it's
yes,
gonna affect that
absolutely,
too. So
absolutely,
yeah, you
absolutely.
might be right on that.
So,
Okay.
I mean, I know they
Okay.
can't, but they need to take a break, like a year or two break with Call of Duty. They can't. I know they can't, but it's. I don't
The
know.
yearly the
I
yearly
saw.
schedule might, I don't know, man. Like it's interesting because with the sports games it works, right? For some reason the sports game always works every year. It's a no question, no brainer. People are gonna buy it because they want the new roster, blah blah blah. You know what I'm saying, right?
Yeah,
The new
but it'd be
sport,
no
but
competition with them sports games. Like,
mm,
what's the competition for Madden? What's the competition for FIFA? What's the competition for 2K? It's
yeah,
none.
you're right. You're right. The thing for Call of Duty, like if they were to take a break and drop, I feel like that the one that they do drop will do like gangbuster numbers because like
Yeah,
people are so used to that yearly release cycle. If they were even just to release it every 2 years, like
yeah,
it would go crazy. It would go crazy. Yo, whatever happened
and
to
maybe
Call of Duty
not take a
coming to
break.
Nintendo, yo? What happened to that 10-year deal? Like that Microsoft promise.
they
Whatever happened
gon'
to
they
that?
gonna push they're gonna push out some shit prior to the next release of Call of Duty next year. I think they're gonna have something out for the Switch too that's they announced. Like, I don't know. They're gonna have to, don't they have to have something at this
That's
point?
what
Does
I
that
thought.
10-year deal
I'm
start
like, yeah,
this
what
year?
happened to that product? That's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, what happened to that whole 10-year thing that was the Switch shit? I thought by now Call of Duty would be on the Switch.
Yeah. I think they'll have something like early to mid next year for the Switch. Whether it be like an iteration of the game or just the port, you know what I'm saying? That
Mm.
comes to the platform and then they'll kind of keep it consistent after that. But because I heard rumors about the Switch dev kits not being as readily available or given out as much, and it was hard for third party companies to get on board with it initially. So if that's true, then maybe that could be the reason why. But I do think they obligated to have something for the Switch. So I do think they pushed something
Okay. Okay. And Lee
out.
Gaming says you forgot to talk about hip hop gamers PS6 leak. Come on, bro.
Mr. Broken Clock is right twice a day, spin the belt. He
I
said
did see
that the
people talking about
PlayStation
that.
6 is going to have Steam on it.
I don't think so, bro. I don't think so,
Steam is
bro.
coming to the PlayStation.
It doesn't make it
That's
doesn't
what
make
you
it doesn't make sense for
that's
PlayStation to do that. Like
hey,
it literally makes zero sense for Play. It makes more sense for Microsoft to do that because we already know they cooked in the console market. It makes zero sense for PlayStation to do that. Like if they're doing that, then
and
what's the reason? What is
and
literally
he
the
said for
reason?
all you people that was talking down on him about PlayStation 5 having the remaster engine and all the games from the previous generation was going to work. He said the technology is there. They just ain't pushed the button because why let you play your old games when we could just resell them to you as remasters?
That's what he said. That's what he said.
That's
Why
what
it
he
didn't
said.
happen? That's why it
That's
didn't
why it
happen.
didn't happen. The technology is there. They just ain't pushed the button. So that's why the remaster engine is literally sitting on the shelf right now, waiting for them to push the button. So we waiting on that. We waiting for the controllers to get hot and cold, and Steam is coming to the PlayStation 6.
That's crazy.
Shout out to
Shout out
Hip
to Hip
Hop
Hop
Gamer,
Gamer,
dog.
man.
But
You know,
yeah,
niggas say some bullshit, so you have to just say shout out to the person.
yeah.
Just shout out to him, bro. You know what I mean?
Shout out to that
You
man,
know
man.
what I mean?
Do
Like
your
I
thing
like what
over
he
there. Hot
does. I like how
97
he
every
goes
day.
to the
That's my
schools.
word.
I be seeing him. I be seeing him go to the school children. I like all he does, man. So you know what I mean?
I
We're gonna
mean,
let him rock, bro. But that Steam on PS6 is some bullshit, bro. I ain't believe that, bro. It literally makes no sense for them to do that, bro. Like even to go that route with the whole PC shit. Like that's like a whole different type of like architecture and all that. They have to. No, it's just they ain't doing that.
yeah,
Bro.
that too.
That, bro.
That too, man.
All right, man. Let's wrap it up, man. Let's get the fuck out of here, man. I'm gonna go take a shower, get in my bed, and play some Metroid, and go to bed, bro. You know what I mean? So
that's what it's
shout out
all
to
about.
everyone. Yeah, man. Shout out to everyone who came through. Would appreciate you guys. If you haven't hit the like button, you hit that, man. Let's get it up at least. And yeah, man, we will see you guys back next week, and we'll be reacting to the Game Awards on Thursday, man. So back to back, we'll see us. It'll be just me and JMaine. Don't worry, I ain't gonna get no extra yappers in here, so it won't be too much talk. It'll just be me and JMaine in here, you know what I mean? And we will be doing a little big giveaway. You know what I mean? JMaine already committed 250. I'm gonna throw 50 on top. We're gonna make it a big 300, bro. You know what I mean?
in there.
We should. I don't know how JMaine wants to do this. I don't know if we should just do since we PlayStation Nation over here, low key. Maybe we should just buy like a whole bunch of PlayStation fucking cards there. Maybe a 1-2 Xbox mans for the Xbox man. You know what I mean? Buy some $20 vouchers and let's just give it out to the people, bro. During the Game Awards, we'll figure something out in the DMs, yo. We'll figure something out. Yeah. So, yeah, man. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the show. If you did, you guys already know what to do. We'll see you guys next week. All right. Y'all be safe.